70 kilometers to go.
Good evening, everybody. Tonight we're going to be doing a stream on building the castle, finishing up the parking lot, so there's actually room to display ships. And I'll be emphasizing on Q&A tonight. If you're a newer player and you have any questions, post it in chat. And if I'm able to do an example, I will do a live example in stream, showing you exactly step by step how to do it and explaining the process to you. Right now I am just got finished doing some scanning and about to start going back to building. Why am I suddenly hearing static?
Forgot their stuff down there.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get all the landing pads completed tonight so we can start putting display models up of ships around. And like, I want to be able to put the voxels for the other ships up, even if the full models aren't there yet, you know?
Do you have blueprints of just the voxels of your ships?
Yeah, pretty much all of them, I think. I think the only one I don't have a voxel for the blueprints for the actual just the voxels is the Phoenix, the Raptor, which I could very easily copy and paste that and make one.
How'd it go?
Dropping frames like crazy.
You are? Am I?
Me. I don't know why. Sometimes I get out of the pilot seat, get back in, and then it's fixed for some reason.
I want to try doing a straight, complete vertical takeoff of the ship, see how high I can get.
Which one?
The hella. I'm getting a stall warning. Well, I can definitely get high enough for anti-grav, that's for sure.
Even on Alioth, huh? No, that's empty or loaded?
Please don't crash. Please don't crash my ship. Please don't crash my ship.
Really?
I love it when it just freezes when you're trying to open the menu.
See, that's where you made a mistake. You tried to open a menu offline. No texting and driving, sir.
Rip. I won't know if I crashed till I log back in. It was awfully close. And after that change, we're screwed right there. You log in and you're just gonna remain that same speed.
Does it work for respawns though?
That's what I'm wondering. Watch it work for like the first week, and they're gonna crack down on it.
Easy way to test it.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
What
Rocky,
if
you're
you're
breathing
about
on
to
your mic.
crash?
What?
No, it's not me. I hear it.
Well, one of y'all's breathing on your mic.
Is it me?
But
Might have
I
been me.
think it was.
Okay, well, it's
Oh.
gone now.
What if you're about to crash your large core ship right into Helios, right? Like you're just flying in the atmosphere for a reason you're about to crash.
Hey, Gondor,
But you
welcome to
log
the
out,
stream. Sorry.
and then you go to that location on an alt,
And
and
catch
then
it.
you, I don't know what you would do.
And catch it.
Maneuver it. What they're saying is it's going to remember the speed when you log back in, or
That's a really interesting question, actually.
or maybe in general when another player is near it for it to be rendered.
Well, surely it wouldn't be like if someone else in your org showed up after you got disconnected, it wouldn't just start zipping, would it?
It might,
That's a really good thing to test.
because if you log out and there's people on your ship or near it, it will keep moving.
Well, here's a way to test that. Put your alt on the ship, log the alt out, fly it somewhere safe, disconnect, connect the alt, see what happens.
Hey,
I'll have to wait till they make the change.
hey, Gondar, just so you know, tonight I'm doing a Q&A focus night, so if you have any questions, post them in stream, in the chat, okay? Now if I could just say the name correctly. Gondar. Gondar? Gondar. I keep wanting to say the H, and I know it's silent, but I keep wanting to say the H. Okay. So now, let's kick these bad boys on.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to try filling this thing up to as much capacity as I can get in it and see how high of a lift I can get out of it.
Damn it, I was gonna
Did
do
I
something. I
crunch?
got distracted by that picture I sent you.
Oh shoot, another wreck.
That is a good question, Gondor. I do not know why. Okay, let me rephrase that. Dual Universe related question and answers. Okay, let's fill this bad boy up with as much as we can get into it. Which it still doesn't have bonuses from Sniper, but I think he's coming out tonight to do that. If he's coming out tonight, that means he'll be bringing the cores too. I have to get specific. If I do not get specific, I get weird questions about lemmings and geckos.
See, I like his question. I was like, what do you think of the current status of the U.S. economy? We start asking him like beauty pageant questions. Therapist for Miss Dual Universe.
Okay, so I'm trying to see if I can get up to, not quantity high-low, mass high-low. That's what I'm looking for. There we go.
I'll be back.
Gondar, your name reminds me of a character in the first act of Diablo 2. Or, I'm sorry, Diablo 3? I know it's really, really random, but there's a scene if you've played it in one of the side quests. Yeah. So Diablo, yeah, I mean, it's old as hell now, but even Diablo 3 is old now, but there's a Gondar, or Jondar, excuse me, Jondar, uh, and it's kind of like an intense moment. It's like a betrayal scene, and I just love the way the guy says that guy's name. He goes, Jondar! It's just really stuck with me. It was made an
That is so very random.
Hey, it sounds like his name. That's not random.
Okay, so we got it up to about 5 kilotons. Let's see how high it can boost when taking off from a standstill between the vertical boosters and the atmospheric engines. Because that's what we want to make sure of. Do I need to add more atmospheric engines?
It's all that empty space. Is that a finished version of that ship? Or are you still working on it?
I'm probably going to be fine-tuning it a little bit. I think it needs more vertical boosters.
Oh, I just noticed it looked like you had a big open empty space in the middle of it. Oh, it's got anti-grav. You fancy. That's fun. I like it, Gondor.
There's somebody landing here.
See, the next character is going to be Hirdar. He's got Gondar and Hirdar. So that's really bad.
I have company. Oh, it's a Grinwit. Hello, Grinwit. Welcome to the castle. Oh, lordy.
Do you have your industry set up yet?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No. Mostly, but no.
I'd love to see. I can't even imagine how you manage to like you have it aligned so beautifully and so neatly, but I don't understand how you'd actually be able to make sense of the chain. I guess it's just the months of experience playing it. You don't necessarily need to have them in physical locations relating to
Actually,
the order.
hold on. I'll walk you through that and explain to you what I did. Because it actually is done for a pattern for my mind. Okay? It's the way my brain works. I have issues, and, well, I'm aware of this, so.
Well, pay attention, because this is the important stuff, guys. Because this is the part that screws up me. They'll be like, "You're just an idiot, bro."
Hold on, let me empty out this ship's cargo here. I think I'm about to add some more vertical boosters to it. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, so how it's set up, and I'll turn the purple lines look crazy, yes, but okay. So how it's set up, if you go by containers,
Oh.
I have my ores here. Okay?
Yep.
So the ores go to the distribution boxes via transfer units, and then they're sent out to these. Once they're processed, they go back to the pure boxes.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Okay, from the pure boxes, they go over here to these transfer units.
And are you using a okay, so you're using a ton of transfer units then.
The transfer units then send each ore type. So hematite has 3 transfer units, splitting up between 3 different containers. So now I have 30 outputs, outgoing connections for iron.
You have how many?
30.
30?
Each medium
And
container.
that's just iron bars alone. So you have
Yeah.
30 outputs for iron bars.
Yeah, I have 30 for aluminum. I have 30 for silicon, 30 for carbon, 30 for chromium, 30 for calcium, 30 for copper, and 30 for sodium. And then I have more over here that'll be done the same way with the other ores.
Okay.
So then once they go from here, they go to that wall, the smelters. Because pretty much everything goes to the smelters first.
Yeah, like nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think. Is there anything that bypasses the smelter, metals wise?
From the
Oh,
smelters,
Is it some of it goes to chem benches? No.
not
Or
a
does it always
lot.
go to smelter?
Pretty much always smelter, but not much. Chemical, yes, for fuel and stuff like that, but that's an easy side path. That can
Yeah.
still come off of these containers.
Yeah, yeah.
So once it goes from here, it goes to these large containers. These large containers will then distribute via transfer nodes, transfer modules, which will go here, into medium containers for however many I need for each type. Once they've been distributed between these medium containers, from there, all I have to do is adjust the connections to metalworks, electronics, 3D, chemical, and glass to make what I need.
So this is the part where I guess I need a bunch of transfer units because
Once you get to a certain scale, yes.
Well-
Are they not called smelters?
smelters is right. Yeah, smelters. Refiners go to boxes, then boxes go
Yeah,
to smelters.
smelter. Yeah. No, refiners are already in the first step. They're over here. We're talking about
There's
step 2.
smelters too, Gondar, if you don't
Yeah.
already use.
So the refiners are here. After it's refined, it goes back to the containers, and then is transferred to sets of 3 medium containers. From those medium containers, the pure ore is sent to the smelters.
And since we're on the topic of industry, my alt account, I'm going to be working on the industry proficiency so that if you queue it up, it gets the boost.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a FYI. I don't know if you're doing that or not, but if you're not, I'm going to be working on it so that we can both benefit from it.
Wait. Gondar, how do you not use any smelters? They're kind of mandatory.
Are you sure you're not considering? You're not thinking
that's
of
not a smelter. That's a recycler.
recycler?
Yeah, that's a recycler.
You probably have it and don't realize you're using it.
This is a
Because you
smelter.
wouldn't be able to craft anything without the smelter.
Yeah, you know the thing that makes your steel, makes your alpha alloys, and all that stuff like that? Those are the smelters.
Yeah, it's what turns pure metal into the metal like sheets, like the stainless steel sheets, alpha sheets. They look like plates.
Yep.
And then from there it gets so okay. You can educate me on this. I don't know if anyone else needs it. So of course we have what is the name of the do you know the names of the processes? So obviously there's refinement, and then
Yes.
from there we go to metals.
From
And
there
then-
you go to
What are they called? Basic components?
Products.
products, yeah.
Products.
And you go to intermediary parts, basic screws, basic pipes, basic components, connectors. Those are intermediary.
Oh, so
Yep.
okay, so products are like alpha.
Yeah, steel, silicon, polycarbonate.
Intermediary part is screws.
Yep.
And is there
Yes.
and then advanced parts, is that like hydraulics?
I don't know if it's called advanced parts, because advanced throughout the game is for tier 3 stuff. Uncommon.
Yeah,
is tier
honestly,
2.
I don't think they really have an well-established pattern of, I just call them all components because that's my old,
Yeah, I mean
Gaming,
they are
yeah.
components.
It'll say it when you put in the recipe, like the little drop-down menus to get to do whatever you're trying to make.
yeah, parts.
Like,
And
let's see.
And if you go here, product. So everything from a smelter is called a product. Everything from a metalwork is called a part.
Complex parts.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the word
what,
I'm
that,
looking for.
that's what
So-
comes after intermediary.
Yeah, it's
So
just
you have
parts.
products,
Okay, yeah, it's just parts. So smelters is called products. Anything coming out of a smelter is a product. Anything coming out of a mechanical or metalwork, an electrical, a 3D, or those are called parts. And then chemical is parts and materials. And then glass is consumable materials and parts. Warp cell being a consumable. Yeah, but it looks like everything... No. So... Oh, I forgot. 3D printers make carbon fiber, which is a material.
Yep.
But it's mostly parts. Electronics is all parts, and metalworks is all parts. Wow, that's confusing. They could have
No
done a better
joke.
job on that.
No joke.
That's kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. One of these things is not like the other.
I wish, and I get it makes sense, but I feel like a very simple quality of life thing they could do is, so I'm going to use the metalworks as an example, right? The metalworks requires screws or pipes to make hydraulics, one or the other. I don't remember which. Right.
Pipes.
I wish that since the metalworks makes pipes, it should just factor in making the pipe in the queue time of the hydraulics. Does that make sense?
It needs steel though, but yeah, I get it. Like if it had steel as an input anyway.
Yeah, like if it had the materials to make it, like it would make the, like, so just like how they already have a system like this for the talent points, right? If I queue up a talent point, it'll automatically teach me
That
the
works with
required prerequisites. I feel
Wait.
like the metalwork should also do that, right? If
yeah.
I queue up to make hydraulics, and the input doesn't have basic screws, but that machine can make basic screws, it should actually take and make the screw and then immediately make that part with that screw.
Sounds like a whole lot of screwing going on.
Damn right. Like to me it seems logical, but I guess it's too logical. It would just save, like, there's a lot of points in the chain where you could save so much work if it would allow you to build the prerequisites on that machine.
True.
As long as, of course, I have everything else that it can't make loading into it.
Right.
Obviously.
Alright, I gotta pick up this set of parts, and then they found another shipwreck for me. This one's a large core.
Oh, very nice.
So
We
how do
can-
you find these things?
Oh, there's specialized people using some techniques to find them.
He's got
Then they
people
sell
for
'em.
that.
So they're doing something that's probably not supposed to be a thing.
That'd be a good guess. Okay, I
Like
got
how you
fuel, I
can,
gotta go
like,
pick this
clip
up.
through the earth to look underneath the ground.
Hey, we're on a stream here. Don't be sharing that crap.
I mean, I'm just guessing. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know either, I just buy the locations.
I mean, it's
Um,
just a graphical glitch, but I don't know. I'm just wondering if there's something like that that people are somehow able to do.
Alright, let me tell them I'm heading
Yeah,
over
I guess you're right,
there.
Gondor. The time sink.
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right. You got me. You got me.
Okay, coordinates, paste. I not have a VR station on this ship. Oh, I need to add that immediately. The Hella does not use XL, right? Space engines.
Nope, no XLs. I am going to have to buff her a little bit though. She needs some more oomph to get up when she's full.
Space engine wise,
No, atmospheric
or
engine.
ammo. Okay.
Atmospheric. And maybe some more vertical boosters. Just to get her going off the ground.
You know, the Diablo has rockets for me to use boosters, right?
Yeah.
I never use them, which is probably a good thing. I blow myself to smithereens.
Yeah, I probably need to go over there and separate those items so I'm not using stuff that I'd making stuff I don't need before I start turning these on.
So you don't have anything on the lineup right now that would use XL space engines?
No.
Your next ship should use them. So you're working on a large core, right?
Yes, I am working on a large core.
Okay, well, I've been collecting XLs, so use them.
Ah, okay.
I need you to use this so I can sell it to you.
I'll bring them over later. Oh, I gotta bring you the cores too. Let me see where they're located compared to you. See where I stopped first. But yeah, let me throw those in the container.
Okay, you can just drop them in the Hella, okay?
Sounds good.
That way you can drop
for
and
the
run.
large core, are you thinking for the large core you'll use 2 or 4 XLs?
Huh? Oh, for the large core, I use 4. I can tell you that
4?
now.
I will bring 4.
And
XL.
trust me, she needs it. That thing's going to have 80 large containers.
Let's go.
Are you talking about the rebirth of the
Big ship?
big ship? Yeah, I forgot what you named it before.
I didn't name it.
7 static cores and 4 of those engines. Okay.
What did you call it?
Oh, I have the engines to build with.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
4?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
the engines to build with.
Well, we got extra for once that ship starts selling quick.
Yeah.
A lot of parts though, but yeah.
Yep. Hey,
That's one of the hardest parts to get.
it is. But hey, my goal is to have it to where it's almost like a car lot. You know, you can come up over here when you're starting. You need a ship. You're good to go. Grab it. Here's the keys. Roll with it.
It's fueled, ready to go.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so 7 cores then. That's all I'm grabbing.
Chromium, iron, carbon. ADLS? I'm confused now. Hey, Gunner, what's up? Gunner, we're doing a Q&A tonight, so if you have any questions for stuff you don't know, ask me, and I will show you on stream how to do it, okay?
Oh, I think he means the 80 large containers.
Yeah, 80 large containers. That'll be in the large core ship.
Brunhilde, is that what you're calling it?
No, Brunhilde was the other ship.
You're not remaking Brunhilde? You're making it something completely different and new?
Well, yeah, if it's a large core ship, Brunhilde was a medium.
Oh, Brunhilde was a medium? Holy crap.
It's a 1 of 2, right?
Chromium.
I've got the second one.
Yeah, there's only 2 of them that were ever made.
That
This
thing
thing
was
is a
so
beast.
big.
You
Yeah,
got
they
one,
have
and Pork
the-
Chop Express has the other.
Okay. Yeah, 7. This ship uses the XL space engines. I don't know if you remember seeing it. They're huge.
Iron, carbon.
I still occasionally get like an atmospheric engine that
You know, I
Turns on
have to
late.
agree with Gunner.
What?
If you're gonna go 80, you might as well just go 100, bro.
100.
It's an achievement. It's a landmark right there.
Jeez.
What did you have on Brunhilde?
That'd be almost 20 million liters of storage.
Brunhilde had 20 in her original, and then 60 in her most recent incarnation.
And they were largest?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you could do 100 no problem. I mean, if you did 60 in Brunhilde, and that's a medium, and that thing flew fairly well considering how overloaded it was.
Oh, I didn't link up the chromium yet. Well, that would be an issue.
Oh, I'm gonna have level 5 refining on tier 2s. Actually, I already have it an hour ago. But the productivity is still level 4. But if you want, I can start those up tonight.
On the what?
Tier 2s.
Tier 2s?
Yep. It's level 5 refining, 4 productivity right now. I think another 5 days now for final one.
Nice. I bet you're looking forward to that.
I'm gonna have to start leveling something else, because if you're already leveled up to that, I'm never gonna catch up.
Yeah, but he's not always going to be around, too. It's always good to have multiple people with that stuff.
Rocky's not allowed to leave us. He's my new favorite person after you.
4 accounts are running the same exact thing for each tier 2 ore. So they're all online at the same time to hit the same milestone. I already got all the tier 3s at level 4. Tier 4s are somewhere at level 5 refining, 4 productivity. The only one I haven't touched is chlorine, cryolite.
So, how is everybody tonight? Y'all having a good night tonight? Gunner? Gondar? That name requires to be said in epic ways. Gondar!
Right? See? Told you. You will never be forgiven. Gondar.
I'm Gondar from Easter Island.
As long as we don't start hearing Austrian accents, we're good.
Oh no. See, you had to say it. See, I have an alt, another name I use for like RPGs that require names. Because I've been going by 7 since I was a kid. But I had to come up with a...
Wait, since you were 7?
No, I was actually older than that when I got the nickname, oddly enough.
Okay.
As a kid, I didn't get the joke. It's from do you remember the Al Bundy, Married with Children?
Yep.
It's from that.
Ah.
So it's a reference to that TV series. So basically there was a episode of the show where Al Bundy's wife's his sister-in-law drops off her nephew, and it was supposed to be like just for a day, and the kid ended up staying there for like more than a day. And apparently she has like a million kids, and he can never remember any of their names. And he'd be like, "Hey, which one are you?" And the kid would say his name, like Brian. And he's like, "No, no, no. Which one are you?" And the kid like rolled his eyes, and he goes 7. And when that show aired, I had been dropped off at my uncle's house, and he saw the kid, saw me, and went 7. And I looked at him like, "I'm 9." And he's like, "You're 7." And I was like, "I'm 9." I didn't get the joke at all as a kid, but.
Wow.
He thought it was the most clever thing in the world, and so ever since then.
That is not right.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so not right.
Yeah, so. But it stuck. All the family
So
members called me that for ages. And I grew to like it. It was unique, you know. Especially being from Texas, every other kid's nickname is Bubba and other things of ridiculousness.
Yeah, that. Oh, Lord. That is one name I got tired of hearing as a kid growing up in Texas. Hey, Bubba.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
is everybody named Bubba?
My mom's is Bub. It's not Bubba. It's Bub. Because she's my mom, she gets away with it.
Huh? Oh, crap. I did the sign, not the container. Or kiddo. For some reason, people in Texas like calling kids kiddo.
I do use kiddo a lot. I do. Even to people that are probably shouldn't be called kiddo. I had a lot of students that would, they were college kids, and I'd be like, "What's up, kiddo?" And they just look at me funny. I'm like, "What, man? I'm 12 years older than you. Shut up. You're a kiddo." What'd you do, Gunner?
You did something. Well, that's not good.
Hey, Gondor, I'll come clear out that node for you, bro. Say that, but I have no way to get to it. You hear cats?
Oh, you might hear my cat. Yeah, you're hearing my cat. I'm sorry.
How? I didn't hear it.
We had to move my cats into my office for right now because of, well, Christmas. Yeah.
You say because of Christmas?
Yeah, we had to put the Christmas tree up, and we had to
Oh.
rearrange the house a little bit to make things work, and the cats
Like, it's
ended up in my
Thanksgiving. What are you
office.
talking about? But now I understand.
Yeah, you're hearing a Nugget and a Pickles. My cats are named Nuggets and Pickles. I have a dog named Harry, but the other two dogs are named Pork Chop and Biscuits. We used to have a Winnie dog named Big Mac, and we had a cat named Fries, so we had a Big Mac and Fries. So then we got Pickles
Yeah.
and Nuggets and added them in, so it was all McDonald's theme. And then
So
we
ridiculous.
lost Big Mac. He passed away from heartworms, and then we got Pork Chop and Biscuits. And then Fries passed away from
You know,
bladder failure.
from what?
His bladder shut down.
Man.
Well, when we got him, he was a rescue, and he was way too young to be taken away from his mom, like way too young. We were surprised he
Yeah,
lived
yeah.
as long as he did.
I'll tell you what, man. For a moment, I thought you were gonna say that Big Mac died from a heart failure, and I'm like, that couldn't have been more appropriate.
Dur- Duralumin, Duralumin, Duralumin.
Why does that sound like a drug?
Duralumin.
Sounds like a drug.
Okay.
Duralumin? Dralamine? I don't know. Someone. who
Dopamine?
knows. No, that's definitely not the one. There's one that sounds much more closer to that. What word you were saying?
Okay, so Rocky, you see the stream?
I don't have it open because I lag, but I can open it.
Oh, okay. I got a lot of the smell. I got the steel, stainless steel, alpha, and duralumin going.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing, right? Blah, 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 blah.
I look at his. Every time I look at his factory, I die a little on the inside.
I just got here. I'm gonna trade these people. This is a big trade.
Okay, what's your trick to pick up and put them back down? Because I attempted that and it didn't work. I think I'm pushing the wrong button. Because when I picked it up, I couldn't undo picking it up. I had to place it myself. Or are you doing that and I'm just not reading it?
Signs. I need signs. Signs. Okay, there we go.
Signs everywhere. Oh, sorry.
The purple lines are murder. Murder, I say. Funny thing is, I have more Duralumin than I actually set up to run, so it's going to be pending. I think the same thing for the Alpha.
Oh, you need to go into the big open area and let him see the links.
Huh?
Like, go into the main view where you can see the most of the factory. Because Gunner was like, holy crap. Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet, bro.
Yeah, I still got a lot of work to do.
That's not even a quarter of what he has to link. So crazy. Gunner, are you working on building a ship, bro?
Okay, let's see. Polycarbonate. Nope, 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 nope. What else comes from here? I know I have things that need to go here. Oh, I'll put that in that. And that is calcium reinforced copper. Okay. I have a lot of screws. I've been screwed. A lot of pipe too. Light some serious pipe.
Yeah, Gunner, if you join our Discord, post a screenshot of your ship. I'd be curious.
Gunner, I don't have that set up yet, but if you scroll down on the channel, you'll see a button that says join me in Discord. All you gotta do is click that, and it'll bring you straight to the server. I am still working on getting all that set up. I'm an old man, and, well, I'm learning. I'll get it right, I promise. It'll be there soon. But yeah, just on the bottom of the stream, where it says About Serapis to the right, you'll see Join Me on Discord.
You gotta get these commands going, man. The exclamation Discord, exclamation Gamble.
Very nice setup there, Gunner. Looking good. I know I need to get it all set up. I'm just, well...
Lazy?
No.
Busy?
Slow. There we go, I'll go that. Bag. I feel like I'm missing something. I have quantum cores. There's a cutter there. Look at that. Aren't those used for making... Oh, man. I'm not old. I'm only 40. Some days I feel old. My doctor says because of my children, mentally I'm probably in my 80s, but that's okay. I love them anyway. I need to put it in the bio.
About your Discord friends, he'd tell you you're 100.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true.
I do need to put it in my bio that I'm a stay-at-home father with 2 severe autistic children. That way, it's kind of, especially in case people hear them in the background. I want them to understand that sometimes I just can't keep them quiet.
You know, I take it back. Now that I think about it, if they knew about your Discord people, they'd say you were probably like 30, because compared to other members of the Discord, you're a young buck.
Yeah, I have some people in here in their 60s. I got one guy that's supposed to be joining soon that's in his 80s. So 82 years old and still gaming.
Hell yeah, dude. I hope that's me.
Oh, I know that'll be me. My wife will still be playing The Sims, you know, The Sims 30 or whatever it is.
Playing Sims 4.
No.
Still. That's still my favorite.
Whatever the current version of the game is. The Sims 10 or Sims 12, you know.
The VR version.
Yeah.
And guess what we'll be playing?
Dual Universe?
Half-Life 3, it'll finally come out.
Oh. That's messed up. That is so messed up. But true. It is so true.
We'll be playing StarCraft 4 by then.
Okay, so I got those set up. Those
You
are
know what I want to
placed.
see you make with that, Gunner? The more I look at it, I wish you could do it somehow, but I want you to mount the cockpit in a manner that it looks like you're flying in a kite, like a wing glider.
12 small rocket tanks, 2 medium rocket tanks.
Is this your most recent scavenging trip?
No.
No, I haven't gotten to that yet.
Um,
I am picking up a bunch of parts.
I have worked out an arrangement with Rocky to where he'll be building and selling the tokenized ships at the shipyard. So we're
Oh yeah.
basically doing this as a joint project. Because by myself, I do not have the capacity to do that, nor do I have the time to do that. I'd like to think
So
I
you
do.
design them and he sells them.
He builds the tokenized versions, and I sell the blueprints.
That's fair.
For this time, I'm gonna set up industry to, make most of this stuff.
Yeah.
But to get things up and running, I kind of hired like 2 separate orgs to make a whole list of crap. Now with the scavenging I've been doing, I'm gonna have way more parts than I need.
A blueprint shows you the parts list, right?
Yeah.
So I could
Has the
just
amount of
send a
voxels and
screenshot of a
everything.
blueprint to someone if I said, hey, I want to make this, get me the parts, right? Like, that's a thing.
Yeah. And someone will craft it all for you for the right price.
Do 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 do.
Yep, that's my next goal currently is to upgrade to a Raptor.
Alright, I gotta make sure that everything is there now. Got the spreadsheet that they made for me open. Like, this was serious, like, fucking spreadsheet and everything.
Someone's on oxygen? Oh,
What?
probably a comment about the old people playing the game.
Either that or I'm breathing heavy again.
That's probably true.
Sorry, I am extremely tired. It's been a very long day, and it has definitely taken its toll on me. So I do apologize. I breathe into the mic. If I do, just say something, and I am more than happy to move it away. I will not get offended.
These guys are awesome, dude. He traded me everything in order, the same order as the spreadsheet. So it's all in my inventory right now in the same order.
Who's that?
This is, I'm standing right in front of their logo, Arcstar.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, I guess Darkstar org.
Dark isn't like our dark, or arc with an A.
D,
Okay.
Dark Star. One of their ships here is called Murphy's Law.
I like it.
Yeah. Why, are you part of Dark Store?
Okay.
No, I'm just curious.
Me?
Shit. Are you kidding me? I only have one person on my friends list. Take a guess.
Oh, apparently there's audio coming through Rocky's mic as well. Like breathing.
Background noise?
No, breathing.
Breathing?
That's what he's picking up. He said he was hearing it when you were talking. The person just said it.
The nasal death chamber.
Oh wait, I have a pending friends request, so I'm gonna have 2 friends.
Oh, you do? Who's that?
My alt?
Wow, that's kind of depressing right there, buddy.
Well, you make do. You're enough of a handful as a friend. I don't need a lot of other ones.
I know, I got major issues. I gotta start making more medium containers. I need medium containers to get this factory working. So I'm actually setting up to do that right now.
So what happened to all the stuff you ripped out of the other one, or are you just upgrading the scale of that so much that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing some, let's just say, expanded production levels. Yeah. Oh, my daughter finally went to sleep, so my wife just texted me. She's happy now. As long as the wife's happy, I'm happy.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yep.
But wait, ain't you single?
Yeah. Doesn't mean I don't know about it. I hear about it all the time. Especially from a lot of unhappy spouses. They're the most frequent visitors.
That is messed up on so many levels.
Dude, I stopped caring a long time ago.
Yeah, and I can't breathe tonight either. I've got allergies like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, my nose is killing me tonight.
Quick, everybody leave. He's got the Rona. You'll get it through Twitch.
It's Louisiana. Louisiana is just, it is hell. I mean, you have spring allergies, you have fall allergies, you have winter allergies, because every season around here something is pollinating.
Yeah, no, I mean, you've lived in Texas. You have the same problem there, too.
Yeah, but it's a lot drier climate there.
Yeah.
6 warp drives.
Gonna go
Territory
on
scanner.
Louisiana. Little stabs.
Oh man. Everything looks good so far.
Little stabs,
program
wait,
boards.
like big stabs aren't enough. I mean, that little stab sounds more painful. I would rather, one big stab and get it over with.
I was stabbed once. I wouldn't recommend it.
I was considering it, so you said that. Sliding door. Eight large stabilizers. Okay. Got a lot of stuff here. 30 of the large windows. You like them windows, huh?
I do like them windows. I like
I
to be
did
able to
try
see.
to I did try to salvage some of those off the wrecks today. I got extra.
Do you tend to find people wreck more in space or hitting the ground or going underground?
Oh, these are
Well-
game-generated wrecks. They're part of the game.
Yeah. That's what I
Oh,
was gonna say.
really?
They added it a little bit ago.
I didn't know that was a thing.
On the before you log in, all the stuff that they have planned, the whole list. There's a check mark on it.
I just thought that meant it was ready to be put in. I didn't know that meant it was in the game.
Yep, it's here. Kinda, sorta, in a weird, distorted version of its original self, I guess you would say.
Are they on all the planets or no?
Yes.
So I could go out and find a wreck on Simeon then.
Yeah, but they might be buried underground in a cavern, or sitting on the surface. You never know.
So far,
Would a scanner pick up a
they're
wreck?
just under. Nope. So far, they all seem to be just under, like 5-10 meters.
Interesting.
Should have brought the other parts. Now I gotta go to my base.
Oh, wait, maybe I need to keep those. Okay, so then yeah, I need more facilities. I need more electronics. I need more metalworks. I need a lot more stuff to keep up with production of what I want to do.
Yeah, a minute.
Hello.
Hello.
Where do you guys live near the major?
I am north of the markets a little ways, and the mountains are just a little bit north of them.
I'm
In
clear on
fact,
the
if you look,
exact opposite of the main markets.
yeah, if you look at the stream, you can see where I am in relation to the markets.
I bought a bunch of stuff from my mentor, and I forgot to get my little S's and XS's.
Ah.
I have a little excess hull ship that I'm making, and I don't have any excess parts.
Actually, let's change that. I'm gonna go up. Yeah, I'll go up from there. So I'm gonna send those to there. So I'm also in the process of setting up the factory, trying to link things in the most productive manner possible.
So you're doing the vertical linking, or well, horizontal linking with vertical containers,
Yeah.
which really makes the most sense.
I like everything being to where I can somewhat navigate just by looking at it.
Shit, have you seen an organized front end yet?
What do you mean?
Oh my god, man! I was watching Geo, this Landmark Explorer, and
Oh yeah.
his wife, I guess, she did a organized front, which is just a wall with the most relevant machines that they have, slightly sticking out of the wall,
Uh-huh.
and behind it is another vertical containers with horizontal links. But it was pretty cool, and I had not realized that people were doing that, and it actually makes sense. I mean, it's aesthetic kind of organization.
Yep.
It has its limitations, of course, when you start getting over 1,000 or over 2,000 transfer units and stuff, and then you have to have like some AI brain to keep track of it all.
I don't know. I kind of, to me, it's almost like a puzzle, like a web that I
It's
have
wild.
to,
It's fucking wild, man.
So I kind of enjoy the challenge. I
Oh.
love puzzle games.
I hope you have infinite money.
I'm working on it.
So I have a medium stabilizer in the XS hull. It's gonna crash to the ground.
But you just have one stabilizer?
Well, I have stabilizers, but I don't have the small ones. I'm making a small ship. One of the other streamers, the chef, he taught me how to do smoothing without making yourself into a crazy person.
Uh-huh.
It was fucking really easy. I was really amazed. But so I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a sleek RP fighter type of thing.
Yeah.
And I went and bought a bunch of stuff from the guy, one of the other streamers that I live 20 hexes from. We know Gotchar, and
Yeah.
I forgot to get. Well, actually, I had the list, but he and I both forgot. I'm sure he didn't have XS and S fucking stabilizers, anyways.
Yep.
I could actually probably make them in my little micro factory.
Yes, Amber, whoever I'm talking to, does have a bit of a Canadian accent. Gunnar, are you Canadian?
Holy shit! Did somebody say I'm Canadian?
My wife said you have a bit of a Canadian accent.
No, that's from Northeast United States. That's how that happened.
Ah, so close, but not quite.
Yeah, it is. It is close to Canada. I mean, compared to Mexico,
Gotcha.
and of course, Southern United States. You guys are from Texas, right?
I am from Texas originally. I'm in Louisiana. My wife is originally from Montana, and she's in Louisiana with me.
Oh, dude, there's a streamer from Montana. I don't know if you ever saw him, Big Man Outdoors.
No, I have not.
He signs in and he has like 1,000 followers instantly. He has a shelter he made out in his backyard
Is that the guy
where he sits there.
with
Yeah,
the
the big
like
guy with the
beard
dog.
who's kind of beefy and he
Yeah.
does a ton of how-to videos on like how to live outside and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, when he was building the shelter, it was this huge how-to. Now he just chills and he gets like 1,000 people, boom, instantly. And it's like it's not meant to be, but it is ASMR fire. Outdoor fire.
Yeah.
And he just hangs out and talks, and the dog's there. And well, that's it. And he's in Montana, so it's already snowed a whole bunch of times there.
He has a ton of videos on like how to live in a cave, like under a rock or something, right?
I think he's
don't know if
also
it's
on
the same
TikTok.
person.
I've seen him on TikTok too, if I remember correctly.
We might have be talking about the same person. Although I've only started watching him a month ago.
Yeah.
But he's like 7 feet tall. He has a dog and a fire.
A dog in a fire.
I was in Texas for like 2 months in Fort Hood. That's about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm actually from that area.
Yeah.
so
God,
boring. There's
Killeen?
nothing there.
Yeah. Well, I'm from.
What's the name of the city?
Killeen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Killeen. Yeah.
Killeen, Texas.
It was a long ass time ago too. Shit. I can't believe it's been over 20 years. No. It's 19 years since I got out of the military.
Oh, well,
I was in the military for 8 years, and it's been 19 since I got out. It's
Really?
crazy.
That is
you're
crazy.
just ancient, bro. Like, just roll over now, man. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It seems like it was just fucking yesterday.
Back in my day, we had to throw the bullets because the guns didn't work. No, I'm just kidding, man.
Oh, dude, Texas. Dude, oh my God, we were in Texas in fucking August or September. Oh my fucking God.
That bad, huh?
You couldn't
I
work
love-
outside.
Okay, that was my
During the
favorite
day.
thing about being in the Army, is just listening to the Yankees complain about the weather. It had to be the best part of being in the Army, bro.
Yeah.
It's
he
just watching the
Northeastern?
Yankees melt.
That's a northerner.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but in Louisiana right now, I mean, there's a lot of people, even from Texas and other states that are in the South, that come here and they're like, "How do you live here?"
Well, there's a lot of reasons to say that beyond the weather, though.
Yeah, this is true. At least the food's good most of the time. Just sometimes you gotta ask where it came from.
Give me some
That's
fresh
funny.
gator, bro. I love gator. Fried gator, so good.
Did you see the guy with the gator and the puppy?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Gator and a
Yeah,
puppy.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
of course, it absolutely is a Florida man, as it always is.
Yeah, he was
What
walking
was
with his
like a-
puppy, and this small gator came out of the water and grabbed his puppy, and that old dude, cigar in mouth, jumps in the water, grabs the gator, and like basically pulls the puppy out of the gator's mouth and sitting there holding the thing, like never losing his cigar, like
That's
Satan's
fantastic.
Santa's armpit, huh?
My favorite is I'm sure you've seen it. There's a video of two young guys, probably teens, early 20s, swimming in what looks like a river, and a gator's coming after them.
Yeah.
And one of them gets up on the shore, and the other one's struggling to get out. And this guy does like an elbow drop on top of a gator. Have you
Okay.
seen that video? It's the best. Like I remember sending that to my best friend, saying, "I love you this much, bro. I'd elbow drop a gator for you."
That was messed up. Oh, not 5,500. I don't need to transfer that many. Silliman, apply 500. I keep doing 5,000.
She get die Schwash 55.
Yeah, the gator was little, but still, I mean, that old dude didn't even lose
It doesn't
control
matter,
of the
dude.
cigar.
It's still a gator. It doesn't matter how big it is.
Fast.
The smaller creatures tend to be even more dangerous because they're so freaking quick, and they have no restraint.
Okay, so let's send.
Being a guy from Texas, I'm not afraid of if I see a ginormous 6-7 foot rattlesnake. Not afraid of that. You give me one 2-3 feet, that's the one I'm scared of.
Okay, let's go there. Let's go there.
It's like the difference between me and Serapis, man. He's got to build some momentum, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Ouch. Ouch.
He's got to get out of the chair, like. I'm just playing, bro.
I feel the lack of love there.
Only love. Wouldn't pick on you if I didn't have it, man.
I'm trying to set all this stuff up and link it correctly and get it all right. My brain is not working tonight. Pipes. Oops. Pipes. I like pipes. Pipes. Pipes are good. Pipes are your friend.
You know, before he got on the thing, he had this. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get all of this industry going. I'm gonna get all these smelters and all these metalworks running. I'm gonna lay some serious pipe tonight. And his wife got really excited for about 2 minutes.
You know, my wife is actually watching the stream too.
Good.
Oh Jesus! I'm glad you told me. I got a dirty mouth.
That's okay. Trust me, you're not gonna bother.
Yeah, she made the same joke when I was playing Satisfactory.
500.
Which, by the way, they seem to have like this insane development team. They like add 50,000 things per week.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder.
I don't have that game. I guess I can't get no satisfaction.
Yep.
You're a dancer in Oklahoma City. I mean, how many people are there like you in that area? You shouldn't have any issue.
Bro. It's also the middle of a pandemic, bro.
You're a professional male dancer?
Yes.
Not stripper,
Ballet or
actual.
erotic?
I do ballroom dancing,
You are a male erotic dancer.
basically.
Don't lie.
I did it one summer when I was a lot thinner than I am now. I'm a little chubby now.
Which means that you teach people.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what else a ballroom professional dancer would do besides teach.
Perform, travel, teach, coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen Borat 2?
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
No, that's the end. If you didn't see it. The follow-up doesn't make any sense.
He's so bummed. I'm not gonna get his joke. I'm sorry, man.
No, they had
A dance scene in it.
formal, super,
Oh Lord.
super formal dancing thing, and apparently it was real. Since he does all this stuff, maybe like 75% of his stuff is improv and it is in disguise and it is, sneaky.
Yeah, ridiculousness.
I could not believe some of the things. I couldn't believe some of the things I saw. So these places where he was at were real and they're fucking absurd and crazy.
Yeah. Oh, my wife says she teaches high school. She's heard way worse, and she also said we lived next to a Chippendale dancer once. Well,
Oh
she
wow.
did. I think that was
My
before she met
fucking
me.
my brother
That's
and
why she put her desk by the
my
window.
sister-in-law are teachers.
Everything
and,
is making sense.
So much more sense now, right?
Mhm.
I don't live near him, but my
I
brother and
just like
his
the
wife
sun
teach high school in
glistening
Vermont.
off his rock hard body.
Did you know that there's no COVID-19 in Vermont?
There's a what now?
No, I'm just kidding. My brother and his wife teach high school in
Oh
Vermont.
yeah.
But I said there's no COVID-19 in Vermont. Well, that was true until like fucking 2 months ago, correct?
Hey, Amber, if you're still watching, Hun, if you're still watching the stream, you might actually appreciate where I put my castle.
Oh yeah, what's up with Cass?
It's being built. It's here.
I was promised the Cass.
And for some reason, I just lagged when I went out of build mode. I am in snowy mountains. Makes me want to move to Montana even more now.
Yeah, Gunner, one of my favorite contracts I ever had to be absolutely one of the best. It definitely wasn't one of the highest paying, but it had to be one of the most fun experiences I had. Is there was a, a woman in San Antonio, Texas, who was, for all intents and purposes, she was basically like the first serious female entrepreneur of Texas.
Oh.
Right? Like she owns a catering company called the RK Group, which is national now.
Oh.
But she started it, and of course, she was celebrating her 90th birthday, and this was 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago. So she's dang near 100 now.
Mm.
But they went all out, and like when I say all out, like they closed down multiple downtown streets, police escorts for all the guests. The mayor was there, like it was a big deal, right? Her birthday, like it was $1 million+ birthday party, right? They hired us to come and be base equivalent of a dance escorts.
I was gonna say that. Right
That's
before you said that, I was thinking that you could be like one of those escort people.
that's what they did. They paid us to be dance escorts.
And
Basically.
I mean escort in the worst way. But
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, no.
but
So
obviously,
so what they did is they paid us $200 an hour, and our goal was our whole purpose was to show up, full tuxes, all that, and they were playing, swing era music, Frank Sinatra all night long, because that's her jam, of course, right? And our whole job was to just kind of dance, like just
awesome.
create atmosphere for the whole night.
I was talking to my wife about escorts, if real escorts still exist.
Definitely.
And apparently they're male ballroom dancers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if my wife is sitting here
But we
watching the
all
game
know
going,
what
so,
happens.
yeah. I wonder if my wife is sitting here watching the game going, like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
She doesn't play this game, so she's not going to be familiar with it at all.
Oh. What he's doing is making the rest of us extremely envious. Prick.
Making things.
Have you
No,
seen his industry setup?
Oh, the cat. If it was in the stream 20 minutes ago, I did.
he's mad because
The
my
guy that got
factory
me
is clean.
It's
the guy that I
dude,
work for.
clean is
he had-
understatement.
remember when I mentioned? I said, "Do you have over 2,200 transfer units?" You probably missed it.
I saw the comment. He probably does.
It wasn't a comment. It was a serious question.
Wait, what'd you ask for?
How many transfer
Do you have
units do you think you have?
Oh, I
Look
know
at
Couple
exactly
hundred?
how many I have. I have 195 transfer units.
On your way.
Yeah, I know exactly how many I have.
Yep, just blueprint and count. They're fucking expensive, man.
Well, I tore the
As
whole
you
base
know.
down, so they were sitting in the container. There's a stack of 195 of them.
Oh, that's right. You moved. Where did
Yeah.
you move? Oh, you moved from PvP Planet, no?
I moved from Simeon to Alioth, yeah.
Sim on this PvP Planet.
Technically, no
Yeah.
planet is PvP yet.
Well, I mean, anticipated for the
Yeah.
future. Like Alien, not anticipated for the future.
Well, he said point blank in one of the streams that the center safe circle, that little circle in the center with the 3 planets, will stay safe.
Right. And so a lot of people moved recently. There's a lot of artistic stuff going on that it's not to be subject to, well, meanies.
So I'm not gonna buy that shipwreck. Is
Not worth it.
it's not a good one. Like, yes, there's 2 XL space engines, which are
Yeah.
worth like 800K. But with the 14 accounts, I barely make 3 mil out of it, and that's what I've been paying for the M cores. But he wants to sell the
14
large
accounts.
cores.
But that's the only way
Wants
to
to sell the
really
large
strip the wreck.
cores because you can only take 4,000 liters, or the first item you grab, can be more than 4,000. But he wants to sell the large cores for 5 mil, and it's like,
Not
Oh,
really
so
worth
if I
it.
find a wreck, I have to share it. I can't take the whole thing.
Oh, I have to share it with like 100.
everybody has
people.
access to it. But yeah, you're only gonna be able to grab like one. If there's an XL space engine, that's it. You're done. It's worth 800K though. If not, you can probably grab a large engine and a couple small parts, like a large fuel tank.
What are you doing with 14
It's pretty
accounts?
rough.
Diverse training?
Yeah, definitely. I have tier 1 through 4 almost at level 5.
If
for
you,
finding activity.
for any reason, see yourself driving by the Simeon area, let me know, and I'll have you bring my alt to me.
But yeah, he said that he has a buyer with the manpower to remove the core, meaning to strip the entire large core ship and pick up the core. So I was like, alright, we'll sell this one to him then. Because it's not worth it for me right now.
Oh, pipes,
Yeah,
not screws. I need pipes, not screws. I feel stupid.
They're always finding wrecks, so get the next
See,
one.
told you. He needs to screw and lay some pipe.
There's the pipe again.
Oh,
There's a lot
Lord
of
have
pipes
mercy.
tonight.
Okay, pipes. You guys are gonna get me in trouble. And you see what she said in chat, right?
I'm tabbed out.
Oh, game boring, chat interesting.
Good. Good. Lucky for you, we're good company. That's
I
when
know,
you know you're
right?
screwed, when we're good company.
Alcohol.
Clink, clink in my
I'm
glass.
in trouble now.
Have one for me.
Oh, this is nice. I haven't tried this one yet. There's a specialty Oklahoma batch of Woodford Reserve that the local shop buys. Like it's a special batch ordered specifically for them. It's sweeter than normal. I like it.
Oh, we got somebody getting a little bit toasty on stream. So yeah, hey.
I was joking with the shirtless German today about Americans just it's just an entire country of winos. But you have ice in your glass, so obviously it's not wine.
No, I'm drinking Woodford Reserve whiskey.
Yeah, baby. What? Oh, sorry.
And this one's a, I don't know.
I used to drink Scotch whiskey when I was a teenager.
My favorite's up in the cabinet, but I only tend to drink it on like special occasions. So I guess whenever, in this case, something fun happens on the stream or something cool happens in the game that stands out. I have a really nice bottle of Tullamore Dew that's fairly aged.
It took me 30 years to finally figure out why my parents were pissed at me drinking when I was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, you drink their good stuff?
Oh,
Oh man, if I drank my grandfather's good alcohol, I'm pretty sure he would have murdered me, like no questions asked.
I remember one day, oh my god, my uncle's fucking, gosh, there was a fucking Corvette, fucking, oh my god.
You say a
Hey,
Corvette?
Rick. Hey, Rick, how you doing tonight, man? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, speaking of drunk uncles, and cars, my uncle bought. This was 4 or 5 years ago. Bought a brand new Challenger, fully kitted out with all the bells and whistles. And we were at the bar, and he had pulled up in it. I was like, "You drove that thing to the bar?" He's like, "Hell yeah." I was like, "Why?"
Wait,
I was
why?
like, "You can get tipsy as hell."
Hold on a second. Rick, why are you on Sinning?
I thought that's where he lives.
He said he's all the way out in Sinning looking for silver, but there's acanthite on Alioth.
I thought he lived on Sinan, didn't he?
It's way more abundant over there, and less lag. That's where I go for mine, even though it sucks to transport it. These towers are crazy. I'm at 7,000 kilometers up, and I have to be watching out for towers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
it's rather
All the
irritating.
more reason why I'm happy not to be on Alioth.
So, did you move that you're not on Alien?
Excuse me?
Where do you live that you're not on Alien?
Simeon.
Oh, you said
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Wait, but isn't that the bad place?
It's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, PvP zone.
Well, there's no PvP currently. Eventually there will be, but that's a problem for eventually.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm gonna
That's
rape
all.
this land for chromite and teeth and garnerite and be completely unmolested by any form of PvP and a lot less lag and a lot less people.
Okay, so Rocky, what you think about the setup I'm going with so far?
Let me take a gander. Stand up. I'm stopping in my base now to grab the other half of the parts,
No problem.
and I'll head over.
Are these parts to build ships?
Yes, like 5 ships.
Yep, we're gonna get the landing pads placed up and place them under the shipyard org. And he has, I think he has an alt in the shipyard org. Not, we can put one in there. That way he has full access to everything, and we can set them all up and display and have them ready to go. And those ships are not for use.
I see how it is. Didn't want my help. I get it. Hire Rocky to do it. I could have helped you, but no.
I don't think you have the production capabilities.
Were you gonna show me on the stream?
Okay, so I have the ore going into these containers, then going into the smelters. The smelters go into this wall of large containers, and then from there it's transferred out into sets of 3. So like the bottom down there is three medium containers for steel. So then that goes across to the metalworks, and then transfers back and forth, where I have no less than 30 connections for any given item.
Nice.
So I'm just trying. I do need more medium containers. I need a lot more medium containers.
A lot more.
Yeah. And I know people tell me I can use the small containers, but I like having
Not
the
with the
medium
level
ones.
you're doing.
Well, it's just even with the level I'm doing, I could probably get away with the smalls. I just don't like being the potential of being, having a choke point.
Bottlenecked. Yeah, bottlenecked because of the container size.
Yeah.
Did you set up a line to clean up the pier to get the oxygen and?
Oh, to pull it, yeah, it pulls it. It's already pulling it out. It's
Where
pulling
do
it
you
out.
have that go? Do you just stockpile that or do you trash it?
No, it goes to a set of containers here.
But like, what do you do with that? It's just so much.
It's used for fuel. Let's see. Which I'm thinking I need to actually add, more for the hydrogen, because I don't have enough to keep up with the hydrogen. Okay, so that one's clear. Oh, wait. Oxygen. Oh, wait. Carbon is clear. Silicon is clear. Aluminum is still
AGG
processing.
mediums.
Oh, beautiful.
I was not able to sell the one yesterday.
So, but yeah, I'm trying to keep all the links in the factory to where they're chained in order, to where it's easier to follow the path. If that makes sense.
Well, it makes sense. Shit's gonna be really complicated, man.
Yeah. Well, I like
keep going with that idea.
Yeah, I like keeping everything to where, basic screws is something to use nonstop. There'll be extra machines allocated for random things I don't use that often that I can just connect and on the fly and plug in until I get to the point to where I can actually have a single dedicated machine for every single item. But I know I need more metalworks. I probably need to double that. I need to double my electronics. I need to double my 3D. I probably need to double my chemical, and I know I need to quadruple my glass.
What do you need so much glass for?
Warp cell production.
Oh, I forget that warp cells require glass.
A lot of stuff too. So, and I want to work the warp cell production line into the main factory line. So if those parts are needed for something else, it's just already there being produced.
Ready.
Yeah.
It's not separate, yeah.
Just a reminder. Huh? What was that?
I was gonna say I learned quickly to get that glass to level 4 at least because of the warp cells.
Just a reminder for tonight. I'm doing a Q&A tonight, so if you're a newer player and you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask, and I will show you in stream how to do what you're asking about and explain it to you.
If you have build or industry questions, this guy's the dude to ask, that's for sure.
Either Rocky or I got it, one of the two of us. And if he can explain it and I can't, I can still do it while he's explaining it. Yeah. Where do you build a refiner? To find out where you build anything, you can go in here. Assembly line M. If you go into your nano crafter and turn off nano crafter only, you can search for anything in the game and it will tell you where it is built.
Also, those little eye icons on the components will do the same thing in their drop downs.
I think it won't tell you what it's crafted in.
It will.
If it's craftable in your nano pack.
Yeah, the only time if it's something that's T1 that's craftable in your nano pack, it won't tell you. Like, see this
Oh,
right
really?
here? This is something the chemical container, but this is made in a metalworks. Silliman is something I can craft in my inventory, but it's made in a smelter. So there are anything we made in the nano crafter won't tell you, but any more advanced items, it will tell you what it's made in. Rec, no, I do it myself. I fill that bad boy up and I tested it in game and see how it works and adjust it from there.
Alright. Industry's running good. Everything's good here. I'm gonna head over in a second.
Roger that.
Do you have like medium wings? I think that was all I was missing, and maybe containers.
I do not have any medium containers. I have 28 medium wings.
Let me see exactly what I was missing.
Rec asked you a ship question.
I already answered. He asked me how do I determine, and I say I told him I did it in game myself. I build it and I load it up and I try it and I adjust it from there.
Oh.
So the
What
only
milestone?
thing-
What milestone do you look for though? Like, is there a set number of lift you look for, or do you just test drive it until you feel like it's okay?
Until I'm happy with it and it's easy to do what I need it to do.
But you
Like-
always build with like full containers, I'm assuming, to test that way.
I don't build with, but when I'm get to a certain point, I'll fill it up and give it a try.
said 28 medium wings?
Yeah.
Okay, I had 22, so perfect. How about the variant? I have 4 on the list.
I think I have 2.
Okay, I will stop and have to get a couple of those. What about small containers? 20. Extra small, 9.
I have 10 smalls and I have 14 extra smalls.
I think I have smalls. Okay, I think that's all I need to grab.
Five. There we go. Now, why is this not working? Oh.
Why is my link container not reaching? Tell me I have the bug from the surrogate that you end up having no skill. That they fixed it.
Oh, I'm glad I went back and adjusted this. I realized that some of my adjusters weren't perfectly on par.
I thought circuits never have skill points.
They don't, but there was a bug where you go back to your regular
Oh,
health.
and you still didn't have them? That
Yeah,
would suck.
It says that my range is what it is, but might be the other issue where like nobody could have a link range past like 200 meters.
The base 250.
Like, remember the second the hub is like not rendered in, you wouldn't have a link range for like a week.
Yep.
I feel like that's what's happening to me right now. What the hell?
That could be an issue.
Let me relog.
Okay. That sounds like a solution.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to get stuff onto the ship that's 1,000 meters up. Jesus Christ. It's already getting late, haven't even started mining.
Slacker.
Yeah, I know I ain't gonna be
Right.
doing no gaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be cooking all the way up until time to eat, and when I get done eating, it's gonna be nap time.
I thought you were gonna play tomorrow night.
I am gonna play tomorrow night, but we have Thanksgiving dinner early here, like around 1 to 2.
Oh, but not during the day then, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And tomorrow night, I got a
Sense.
bauxite and a hematite node I gotta go hit. So I have to get this ship working.
Ship.
The Hella.
Okay.
I was
Is
hoping
it pretty much done?
it is. I was hoping that Sniper would show up tonight and do his little magic finger trick on it, so it would reduce the mass.
Fuck.
Magic finger.
Yeah, he's got a lovely magic finger trick. Reduces the mass by 25%.
I'm not coming now.
Aw, come on, Sniper.
I was just about to. Not anymore.
Not after you call.
You're bringing those
Not
cores?
after you called it the magic finger trick.
Hey, that should be a good thing. You should be happy it's considered a magic finger trick. Okay, Rick, I'll let you know. I do need more basic atmospheric engines to be built, though, I think. Because I don't want to add militaries to this thing on vertical, because they're just going to suck through the fuel. I could always add a couple medium rockets down, pointing down. That would give it a good junk. Okay. What you think?
Some medium boosters.
Yeah, add some medium boosters in there just to make sure that it gets that extra oomph.
Be good. Good for an oh shit moment too.
Yeah, definitely.
So with boosters, does it just fire whichever ones are currently active, or does it fire all of them? How does that work?
It fires any of them that are on your ship and hooked up to fuel lines.
So if you have them on the back and on the bottom, it fires all of them at once.
Yep, pretty much.
You can turn them on and off. It's toggle.
You can toggle which ones?
No, because I used to think you just press B and it's gonna use all of it, but you can actually turn it off.
Yeah, you press B and
Use it
then
as
press it
needed.
again and it turns it off.
What was that? B?
Yeah, B is for rockets.
Oh, rockets.
But it's not a toggle, right? You just tap it.
No,
Yeah,
you,
it is
you
toggle.
toggle it on, toggle it off. You have to tap it to start it, then tap it to turn it back off.
Okay. See, I've never used them.
Container's fixed.
I have them on the ship, but I never use them.
That's what the Q&A is all about.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If
So
you
do you
have
have to do that every
questions.
time you get in the ship, or are they? Does it
No.
stay?
These are only there for when I am lifting a heavy amount of fuel and I need that extra little oomph to get me up in the air.
They stay linked and ready to go.
Yeah. Ooh, that's perfect. I'll put them there.
Right.
I found a noob ship from when I was the first day I played, and I took it apart for those little parts I was looking for. It's a good day.
Yep.
Well, you didn't have to buy the parts, right?
Yeah, scavenging the little starter vessel they give you. It's nice.
got it for free, and,
They got a decent number of parts on them.
Actually, no, I don't like that because that does not look balanced, and that's going to drive me up a flipping wall. I know technically speaking it will work, but not doing it. That's better. I'll put them back there.
Ooh, do you have stabilizer S and medium?
I have 26 S's and 6 mediums.
26 and 6. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a few more. 5 more S. 12 more M's.
Well, now I'm about to fill her up and give her a try. I'll fill up the fuel, and then we'll fill her up with cargo. Get her at around 5 kilotons, and see how she does with the lift. And the only positive thing is if she works with this, once Sniper does his skills, and I get the mass reduction, it'll just be even better.
you're talking about your alt.
No, Sniper's in channel with us. He's a friend.
Who had 14 accounts?
I have one account.
Oh, okay.
But 11 of them are just
4.
3 month code.
Yep.
3 are actually
Yep.
special accounts.
All those fucking skills trained for different various stuff.
Yeah, so like I'll always have them there if I absolutely need to set up a new industry line, and I'll just whatever it is, $5-6 a month. What I plan to do before the time expires is set up a bunch of refineries and all that stuff with the skills already started, set to run.
Way to do it.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
link-
skills is one of the most valuable assets in this game, and unfortunately, there's no way to get it other than buying time, right?
20 characters worth of skills. There's probably 50 characters worth of skills.
Okay, I have exactly 5 kilotons of cargo inside my parts container, so I'm going to transfer that into the ship.
You've seen the specialties. It's real. Yeah, there's a lot of specialties.
Yeah, it's intense.
Great word, or is that the right word? It's fucking insane. don't
I
know what to
actually
say.
kind of like that because as the game develops
Sure.
and progresses,
Yeah.
you're going to get to the point to where, it's not going to be viable for anybody to produce anything because, well, somebody else can make it using a heck of a lot less parts.
I think the hard part is determining what you want your specialty to be. I think that's the hardest part.
I always end up being a jack of all trades,
Yeah, and me too, but that's the problem is it's counterproductive to do that.
It counts. Boom.
That's where
I mean, I have 2. I made one alt, and the whole point of that alt is going to be they'll do everything industry, and I'll do mining and pilot.
Yeah, I have a second account for org, which I know I don't have to do, but I did anyways because I figure maybe he can also do the scanning.
Yeah.
therapist. How about large containers? Looks like we need 20.
I have a few I can pull out of the factory for now.
I can take like 10. You think you have 10 to spare?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna buy those wings and stabilizers. And
No, wait,
think
I
we'll
have
be-
16 in the container still, so we can.
Okay, I'll bring 4.
But I am going to have to build more to replace those anyway, so.
Okay, I'm bringing some extra smalls. I think you said you had plenty of smalls. Need 20 smalls.
Let's turn the engines up.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the market.
Why are my rockets not boosting?
That script doesn't like it. You're pretty high up. Oh, my rockets like don't fire if I'm above 3,000 for some reason.
What is it?
Well, I warp in and I just see somebody's fucking Borg cube.
$21 military large ammo.
Let me try reprogramming my seat.
Just gonna bring like almost all the ship parts that I own. I'll make sure we get the blueprints out. You know what I am missing is the voxels.
I have tons of voxels.
You should have what you use on the blueprints.
Serapis, what Lua scripts do you run? Do you just run custom ones, or are these public access ones?
They're public access ones, not custom. Why is this not working?
What are you trying to do?
Use boosters.
Yep, that script don't like boosters. Ooh, I have variants. Okay, so I don't need to get variants.
Are they not linked correctly?
No, they're linked. Hold on. I am using Dementia and Archiego's buttons HUD, but for now, I'm not using it no more. Now I'm confused. Now it's doing nothing. Oh, script error. How lovely.
So 8 stabilizers is all I need to go by, I think.
Whoa, that is not even enough thrust. Let me get my atmosphere, the verticals.
Those boosters are sure firing though.
Yeah, but there's not enough lift. I can get up, and I have enough lift to get flying. And my anti-grav is starting to work.
Boy, the 3-minute timer on the move tool is gonna suck.
Yeah.
No way.
50 meters?
Yeah. Once you
are
break
shifting
50 meters, it'll put a 3-minute cooldown on the move tool.
Are people
50
abusing it
meters
for
is
real?
nothing.
Oh yeah, it's been abused hard.
Wait.
What about it? I mean, but what are people possibly doing?
Calculator.
moving containers that don't have any fucking engines or anything across the world or something?
Basically, yeah.
Serapis, I'm scared.
7.2 of.
Trying to. Oh, no. I'm testing out the different things that the ship can do with the script. Engage autopilot.
Which script are you using?
The same one.
The Damasio one or whatever it's called?
Yeah, orbital HUD.
Wait. Ah, crap. I came all the way down there and I was already linked to that container.
I like how orbital HUD, you click on the screen, you're fucked. I like that part.
That's all of them. That's not just that one.
Yeah, so people, yeah. Do you remember what the actual reason was?
I do not off the top of my head, no. I would like to say I do, but yeah, I am not that bright tonight.
I thought this was the
Sniper,
Q&A.
what's your ETA?
Q&A about game
I'm
stuff.
like a joker.
What did you say, Rocky?
What's your ETA?
2.11 SU.
You have at least 7 cores for him?
8.
Okay, I'm gonna leave mine here.
Yay! Whew. I'm yawning
Up,
tonight.
down, up, down, left, right, left, right.
Atlas space.
The adjusters. It's not contra.
So what's the freight space engines do? I forget. They just take longer to reach same amount of thrust as the basic, or and save fuel.
I don't know, but I can tell you real quick.
Yeah, freight has longer spool up time, less fuel cost.
Ah, see, okay.
Got 7 of those from scavenging.
They sound like my friend
Guess I'll
Billy.
leave them here. Make sure to grab these toilets.
Okay, so I can definitely keep myself at least floating enough to get up speed to fly. So that's good. Hey Sniper, do you have the engine boost?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you to pick up and put down these engines on this ship too if you that character's here.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't somehow glitch off of my ship on the way over, it'll be there.
Awesome. Because I'm thinking with the boost from your character, she'll be solid.
I'm surprised you don't want to try to build it with 0 skills included in the building.
Oh, this is my personal ship.
Oh.
And to be honest with you, it'll do what it needs to do. It's just you gotta pay attention to what you're doing. But any ship on Alioth is gonna have a hard time getting off the ground unless it's just obscenely overpowered. Especially if you're loaded down with 7-8 kilotons. Now I could easily take this thing and start flying it and go forward and catch lift and go up. I wouldn't have a problem doing that. I was trying to get a vertical straight up lift.
Yeah. Because it's the safest way to do it. Clear the
Pretty much.
buildings and clear the terrain and be safe to fly.
Yeah. I might end up adding a couple. I might go ahead and just take those rockets because they really weren't doing anything and pointing them out the rear.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't want to know what you're doing with your rear and rockets, man.
I see where you went with that. I see where you went with that.
I don't want to see where you go with that.
Yeah, Anybody ever tell you got issues? Just a little bit.
All the time.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page here.
Multiple times today alone, actually.
I think I grabbed everything. I'm gonna head over.
Okay.
There we go. I'm doing a glide re-entry.
Ah.
Time to just stop paying attention to the game now. I love this feature.
I'm gonna crash this ship the first time.
Now remember, if you see a ship that you like in the stream and you're interested in purchasing just the voxels, I do have blueprints for voxels, so you can kit it out however you want to.
Do you guys remember the command that gets out of the glide re-entry? I don't remember off the top of my head.
Alt R turns off your autopilot.
It's on cruise. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, cruise. Just hit Alt
Okay.
R, turns it off.
Okay, got the blueprints.
Do you guys know what wing tip S is? Is that like a micro wing?
It's decorative. It doesn't do anything.
Yep, it is purely
Oh.
cosmetic.
I like that.
It's just kind of annoying, in my opinion. Like, it should at least do something. Jeez. But it does look nice, though. So.
Just the tip.
Ah,
Just the tip. Just
Yeah.
the tip don't do much.
Now, empty, I bet you if I hit those boosters.
Oh, Jesus. God. Think you got lift, bro?
Bottom.
Oh, Killing, thank you for following, bud. Nice to see you here.
I think your ship's totally fine, bro.
I think my ship is messing up right now.
For what? Really? It looked like you did a great job. Just blasted straight into air like it was nothing.
Yeah, I didn't have any control.
Oh, wow, man. That sounds like a pilot error, but...
There we go. She definitely chases that line good, don't she? Countermeasures.
What do you mean by countermeasures?
You talking like PvP countermeasures?
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I figured that's what you meant.
There. I'm almost in the regular atmosphere of this godforsaken planet.
Mm-hmm.
That's I agree, Wrecked. Totally, bro. I think you should fear that regardless of that board cube, bro.
It's in a safe zone. As long as you warp, you don't die.
Well, my anti-grab is now working without a script.
Shouldn't it?
No.
Really?
Actually, technically it should work. I'm not quite sure how to adjust the altitude.
One tomorrow. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just tired of putting 1,000 wings on the ships.
Yeah, I see some stupid designs. I'll be excited when they add more variety of parts, you know?
One thing's for sure, this thing's easy to land with all those verticals. It just comes down like not a problem.
Is there some space for me to land? I'm 5 kilometers above.
1 second, I will make you space to land. I just landed in the center of the pad, so let me get the ship moved over. If you're looking at the castle, north side, so you're going to land on the south side of the landing pad.
Copy that.
Oh
I'm
my god.
in for a landing.
Uh-oh.
This goddamn game.
Did you just blow up?
Did you
No.
die?
I somehow came in so low that my ship didn't catch me until like 2,000 meters.
Oh my god.
So just enough to give you a heart attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have plenty of room. I actually moved the ship off way to the side, so. And here comes the Brunhilde.
My screen, it's like just over the middle towards my side.
So basically you're going to land from your perspective the right side of the landing pad. Judging by the direction your ship's pointing anyway.
Yep, yep.
So, and then when Sniper gets here, the landing pad will wrap all the way around the castle.
Oh, heavy.
Oh, are you expanding the pad tonight?
It's going to go all the way around. At
So
least
you're just copying that blueprint and pasting it down?
Yeah, I might do
Scared
that.
to go down for a landing. I'm gonna keep her up here.
Yeah, you're good. You got tons of room. I can
I'm
move my
assuming
ship
that's
off the
probably going
side.
to be the most convenient thing to do.
Yeah, you got tons of room, dude. You're solid.
I'm just worried about the weight because I put like all the elements that I own for ship parts. in
What's
there.
your capacity?
Just Yoda that boy, bad boy, he'll catch you.
Cargo's 4 kilotons. I haven't really messed with it.
14 kilotons.
4. 14.
No.
And Serapis is landing right under you. If he's got rights, he can catch you.
Actually, I do.
On the pilot seat. Can't maneuver if I'm in the pilot seat.
Oh, true.
You just drop off when he gets close enough to catch it.
That could be a
Yeah.
risky thing. It's up to you, bud. Whatever you want to do it. Oh Lord. Are you out of the pilot seat?
It's falling on its own again.
Oh boy.
Whoa! You just bounced. Whoa! And you slammed down.
Oh,
I got it.
See?
fell,
Oh,
I
he
fell
did
through.
get
I
it.
fell through.
The power of the Yoda, bro.
I got you. I got
Pins
you.
and needles. Everyone was like, "Oh, this is gonna hurt," and then all of a sudden, Yoda catch. Just
What the
snatched
living
that
hell?
son of a gun. Oh, wow. That was impressive.
No.
Holy shit.
Did everything go up?
That was on
Nope.
stream. You need to see that.
A symphony of explosions.
Oh no.
Well,
Big
Okay.
boomies.
So I gotta make some scraps now. I'll be going back down into the factory.
I got plenty. Don't worry.
Oh my God.
That
Bruh.
need that that
That
that
made
needs to get
no
shown
sense.
to somebody.
I already sent a message to Narius. Hey, you need to watch my stream. What is this timestamp? I've been streaming for how long? 2 hours and 7 minutes. So 2 hours and 5 minutes. Start watching there.
Because it stopped and you caught it and you landed it, and then like a full 30 seconds later, it started blowing apart.
Yeah, it's buggy. Whatever. I think you have rights to the container. I got scrap in there.
And considering they haven't patched in the movement tool thing, that shouldn't happen.
Okay, so do you have an open door or a door that opens? Yes, you do the other side. Okay.
Yeah, you should have rights. The bottom hub has
Well, no,
everything.
I was trying to get in. All the doors are broken.
Ew.
Okay, where are the scraps in the bottom one?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna mute for a little bit, but I will be repairing.
Oh, it's only 3.9 kilotons. Okay.
I don't want to risk it to not be
No,
in this
you're fine.
situation.
Do not
Here
be
we
in
are.
this. Yeah.
That was. It just fell on its own. I was trying to just jump out.
Okay.
Did you die?
I did not die.
See, there you go.
Here,
Or did
but
you die?
That is so messed up. Okay, I thought I had. Okay, I got some tier 1 I'm gonna throw in there for restoring stuff. That way we're not burning through that for everything. Okay.
You know, I know a guy who will sell you chromium scrap.
Uh-huh. Just happen to know a guy, right?
Mm-hmm. And he lives on Simeon, and he's got a ton of chromium scrap he can sell you. Hey, with how much people our friends crash, there's a small market to be made in me just producing tier 2 and tier 3 scrap, man.
Yeah, Gondar Holy Balls of Fire. That was kind of insane.
It's kind of fun to watch. Like, sorry, Rocky, but that was kind of cool.
Do
was
it
like
again.
fireworks.
Do it again.
Whoa, why is the ship falling?
What? You're fucked.
What the? Why is the ship falling again? Is the ship falling to you too, or just me?
I mean, on your stream, it keeps falling right at your face, so yeah.
Alright, I'm restoring a bunch of stuff that I can with tier 1 to save the tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 because there's so much broken. Okay. Great googly moogly.
Level 1 it out of red, and then 3 and 4 it out
Yeah.
of the rest. Yeah. Pro tips, guys. Pro tips.
I don't know if I'd necessarily call that cool. It was painful. Yeah, painful would be a good way to put it.
Well, when it's not your wallet, it's kind of cool to watch. I feel for him. But it like if you watched it, it was kind of a cool explosion. Like it was like fireworks. It was like chain reactions, like doo doo doo.
It's not like a machine gun going off.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of neat. You know, I just kind of normally in games when something blows up, it just kind of does one big boom and that's it. Yeah, and like like what Gondar said, like the explosion graphics are pretty intense because like it explodes each individual element.
It's really fun when you're inside the ship and it explodes. Then it skips across the planet.
I'll leave that one for you. 'Cause I did that one time and I don't ever want to do it again.
We're repairing. Yay!
All right. Well, fun fact: I leveled up my repairing stuff. Working on level 3 optimization now.
Yeah, I had to
So
get it high leveled for Serapis.
more health.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I feel it
if
there.
you want, is there a ton to repair? Do you want me to swap accounts and come help?
Maybe you want to, come on.
Is there enough that
Yeah.
logging in and out is worth
Yeah,
doing?
there is enough. Trust me.
Yeah, there's a lot.
All right, bear it there. I get to be useful. Oh my god, guys! Make that
Count
$6
30.
worth it. Hey, I gotta make sure I stretch that alt account for as much use as I can get out of it to justify that $6.
The other XL completely broke.
Um,
10,000 T5 scrap later.
I'm spawning right next to you guys. Make sure I get rights to be able to repair it.
You don't need rights to
Oh,
repair.
and link to the containers to access the scrap to repair it more than anything.
Yeah, I don't have very many scraps in my base at the moment because of a certain somebody wrecking multiple times and using up all the scraps. And I was not the certain someone in this situation.
We've got about 1,000 left of tier 4. Should be enough. Should be.
Should.
Alright, why are you hanging up at 83%? What's up with this?
I'm 40 kilometers out.
Roger that. You're going to have to land on the ground next to it.
I refuse. I will land on Rocky ship. I will plow into it.
Oh, boom.
Now it's not moving, so you'll be the only one going boom.
Well,
Eh.
don't put it past.
I'll
the
blame
game,
dev
bro.
error. I'll blame
do
Narius.
Nah,
You
you
do
can't be
mine,
blaming
but
Narius. Narius is
slow.
awesome.
I have to blame the castle crashers.
So it took about 100 for the XL space. I remember it was taking more than 100, but with the level 2 optimization, it does 10% more health so far.
Oh no, ship, stop going into space. Bad.
Where's the door on this big boy?
What's your character's name?
Paid professional.
Wow, that really does not sound appropriate. I hadn't thought about that before, but that does not sound appropriate.
Okay, you may have to refresh rights, but it's done.
How high are you up, Serapis?
632 meters.
No, you're not high at all.
There we go. I'm assuming back wall containers for scrap.
Bottom one.
Yeah, found it.
When you come to Castle Dark Moon, if you get in a wreck, we help you out.
Hashtag with your own equipment.
Hey, the manual labor is always nice.
No, it is. Oh, why am I not linked to this container? There we go.
Oh, you're repairing the same thing I was repairing? Ah!
Oh, the engine. Yeah,
Yep.
that was fast. Yeah, I had 4,500 tier 4 this morning, but then 3 shipwrecks later.
Wait, 3?
Salvaging. Yeah,
Calm down,
salvaging
Nova.
them.
Yeah, no joke, bro.
Damn.
Was it 2? I think it was 1 yesterday, 2 today, or something like that.
Beep
I
beep.
really am gonna start. I
Yeah.
really am gonna start pumping repair stuff because y'all are gonna make me rich.
Oh.
I beat you.
Yeah, you screw in my head. I'm sitting here repairing things, all of a sudden magically getting done. I'm like, wait, what?
Did I just double that?
One of these
beat you
things
by
is
a
not like
millisecond.
the other.
Alright, this must be, oh, the warp drive. I was like, holy moly, this is a big beastie.
Oh my goodness.
No, you should have repaired the XL space engine.
He can come repair
That
some of
was
these
rough.
large containers. They're 17K a pop. Dude, every single large container.
Oh my god, that's how many are there? 8.
20.
Whoa.
This will be an expensive crash.
Maybe we should do the important stuff, brakes and stuff first. I mean, we have 800 left. I don't know.
I'm using the other lower stuff to get it out, so I'm at least trying to get everything to where it's functional. You know.
There's a lot of medium space retro brakes. Those will definitely benefit from the lower tiers.
Yep.
Yeah, we're about to run out of this iron scrap. I'm sure there's more in the base though. Or we can whip up some really fast.
Look inside. I might have some inside the Hella, but I don't have a lot of scraps. They all got used up. I could make some.
There's
easily.
some sort of like
Yeah, I mean,
black hole underneath
it's so
the castle or
fast. Just
something.
whip set like 5 recyclers to it real quick, and you'll have a million.
Let me go down and see what I got in the base.
It crafts really quickly. Luckily, thank God.
I think I have some cobalt in there I can turn into scraps. Oh.
I think I'm gonna have to tap into my cobalt after this too. I've been using
Oh, nice,
scandium.
Wreck Dad. That's awesome. So are you running scanners then? I'm guessing.
Let's see.
All my lights, everything broke.
Yeah, dude, like everything. This is intense.
Sure. I don't have much cobalt. I only have 900 of it. I got a bunch of lithium.
I was
nickel.
respawning. Whatever you got, everything helps. I was respawning when it exploded, so the second
Oh,
I
hey, Sniper,
loaded
what's
in,
up?
it just went
Except the barter, hit
super
Y.
bright.
Hold on. Spank you.
I'm here for my Ilmenite and Columbite. Thank you. Where do I go to pick it up, Serapis?
I don't know. I'm still waiting to hear from him.
Feels bad.
You have no
Really?
idea.
The destination elevator is broken. You're fucked.
Wait, maybe I have some in the Raptor. Let me see if I have some in the Raptor.
What are you doing with this floor then, since you expanded it so far down this time? In the factory levels?
Crap! I have those iron scraps are all the scraps I have left. Let me check inside the Diablo, but I don't think I put any inside that.
I'm jumping in to say hi.
Hello.
Just because, yeah. All right, I'm gonna head off because I don't want you to get in trouble.
Me to get in
Bye-bye.
trouble?
Why would he get in trouble? Oh my.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
the
makes
side
no
of your
sense.
ship, dude. No.
Streaming, and I've been.
Drinking.
Yep.
Mm.
We're having a
Ah,
lot of fun, all of us. So
Oh,
we're
Lord.
just getting really loud upstairs. So
Yeah, we can hear it.
it's been a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh.
oh.
They're all trying to get hugs from James. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Later.
That was so random.
Oh Lord. Wilbur, I'm
Game
sorry, Wilbur.
crashed.
Wilbur, I'm sorry. I feel bad for Wilbur.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I think everything of any importance is functional at the moment.
I mean, I just did an entire row of brakes,
Rip Rocky.
Oh,
and
I have good
there's
news
still a
for
lot
you.
of large brakes that need to be fixed too.
The anti-grav is not broken.
Rocky
What do you-
DC.
Oh, crap.
Welcome back.
Are
Wait.
you queuing up some like level 1s or level 2s?
Oh, crap. I can
We're
do...
about to run out of silver scrap.
Okay, I can go do some double 2s and level 3s. Hold on. Oh, too early.
Serapis, I'm just gonna log off here for the night, then I'll head back tomorrow.
Okay, did you do the hella?
Oh, well, yeah, I should probably do that first. I forgot all about that because I was just watching the wreck shit.
Is there an officer problem? What do you mean, Grinwood? Grin.
Serapis, permissions?
You should have permissions shared with the org.
No.
It was. Hold on, let me double check. I'm headed off. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Construct. Set. Oh, no, got that. Advance.
Let's fix this res pad for sure.
Yeah. I thought it was shared. There we go. Dark. Add. Okay, now it's shared.
You can't repair voxels. That's a fucking door.
You guys make me happy every night that I set the stream to mature. Okay, let's get this going.
Confused. The doors are broken, but I can't repair them.
They're open, so they're like on the edge of the wall.
Oh, wait, that's
Yeah, they should fix that. That's annoying.
Okay, so let's be
Luckily-
kind of...
that means you can walk through them while they're broken. Whoa, so not a problem.
I am trying to load back in.
These XS ships are pretty cute, man. You guys
Oh no,
get
there's
to
still
that
some.
phase.
There's still some fuel tanks that need love. That's rough.
Okay, so...
Well, the cool thing is, if you warp, no, not warp. If you VR over to the castle, you can see some really cool ships. Even some smoking hot ones.
Pun intended?
Always.
What's the plan for these ships that we're about to throw down? Like, you wanna place them as the org?
Did you want to do them under that the shipyard org?
We could.
Serapis, do you want me to boost everything?
Yeah, everything you can
Okay.
anyway.
Okay. I'm emptying the tanks.
Okay, there's large containers still broke, but I'm not fixing those until I see that all the functional stuff is done. There's small adjusters and stuff that I'm not touching with this 2223 until we grab like some iron scraps or something. No point wasting them on that.
I'm setting up things and production is running. They're in the they're going to the fuel container downstairs. So
I think I've gotten darn near everything that's large. Other than the
recipe.
the boxes, which I'll go
Huh?
hit next. It looks like everything else is decorative and like small adjusters. I'm glad I did level repair on this guy though, like for real.
Why can I not make iron scraps?
What's that under? That's under crafting, right?
Huh?
Repair or element? It's under element.
Serapis,
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just irritated. Missing ingredient.
Hmm.
3,000.
The batch size is pretty big, huh?
Yeah. You know what? That's okay.
Game crashed. Second time trying to load back in. This is going great.
This is advanced scrap, right?
Which one? Scandium?
Yeah.
It's
No,
tier 4.
scandium's rare, right?
Yeah, tier 4. Rare.
Okay, I've got cobalt, nickel, and iron being produced and going into the fuels container downstairs.
If you want to start placing your static cores, you can.
Huh? Oh. Okay. There's more
Or
scraps producing downstairs, so that way it can help with the.
okay.
And I can start
Or how
getting
about
these placed. What?
how about the ships? If you just move the voxels needed for it into the container you're linked to in my ship.
I need a place to place them.
Hmm. Okay, start with the static cores then.
I'm going to pull the lights off of this one and blueprint it.
It's gonna crash. It crashed again, bro. Come on.
That might actually not work that well. Okay, so no blueprint. I'm gonna have to place them and just do it. I'm just going to do the top. I'm not going to try to do the whole skirting tonight, just so we can get the stuff placed and have a place for it. Okay?
Yeah, makes sense. I was gonna say you were gonna try to place them as blueprints. They're not gonna be perfectly aligned.
Yeah. I was just kind of seeing that, you know?
What the hell? Still smoking. Fucker.
Finally, I'm back to help you.
Out the boxes. Oh, that's rough.
If you run out of stuff, remember there are things in the basement producing. Okay?
Yeah, yep.
Appreciate it.
Dark mode,
It looks like we
alpha.
won't need it for this repair job, but it'll definitely be good for you to have those on hand for the next
bad.
boo-boo that'll happen in the next hour.
Inevitably.
At 20 live viewers, we'll blow something up. I'm just kidding.
Damn, bro. Damn.
We'll crash into Elios going 30,000 kilometers per hour. You didn't even get to hit the planet, you just instantly explode.
Yeah, that's less fun. You just gotta pile drive it at like 1100, just face first. Or better yet, fly it up really high, drop out of the cockpit, and like follow it down.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is the best way to actually
Jump
see
out
it.
of the ship and just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I did at the end of
just
Alpha 3.
parachute it and watch it.
I forget which planet I crashed into.
I've crashed into a few of them. Talamay Moon 1 or 2 was the worst. That was the first time we were trying Bertha.
Oh yeah,
and,
I remember that.
Yeah,
Good times.
she belly flopped on the moon and literally launched me into orbit, almost back to Talamay.
Jeez.
So good.
Right,
Yeah,
7.
Serpus, your medium rocket fuel tanks have a lot more space now.
Nice. Well, I guess nice.
What
Just hit stop. If you open it, you'll see an option, stop. If you do that, you get your materials back. Well, yeah, just hit stop, bud. That's all you gotta do. If you hit F on it, open it where you're placing the thing in the first place. There's a button on the thing that says stop.
Alright, your handle on this crap.
Should go do the containers. I got 500.
I did
left.
them.
Ooh, okay. So is there other tiers in this container world? Silver? Let's
If
go to
you
the
need
basement.
more, look
Yeah.
in the fuel in the basement, the fuel container. There's more in there.
Alright.
If you don't want to.
Yeah.
So 7, we're gonna play a game of find the missing elements that are not repaired yet. Pretty soon here.
I'm gonna let you to hide and go seek that. I'm gonna go back to mining.
Thank you for the help with Hella Snipe. I do appreciate it. I know I got to relink everything, but that's okay. It's definitely worth it.
Not done yet. I'm logging on to Vault to do the rest of it.
Oh, there's something. What's that? What's that? I see something.
It'll stay there as long as you hit stop. You'll still see it
Oh.
there until you put a new one in. As long as you don't see a progress bar going, you're solid.
Why are those red? Found it.
So
Yeah, the
that's
recipe will
a-
stay there till you put a new one.
Found a sneaky box he had kind of in a spot where I didn't see it.
Uh-oh.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, scrap
Is he pulling a Han Solo on you?
He is, man. This is where the good stuff's at. Let's see what's in this box. It's the scrap.
That just means it's linked to that container hub.
I know, but it was just entertaining.
So 7 at the very bottom of the. You scroll down on the inventory. I added
Yeah.
the scraps down there. So
Yeah.
iron and chromium.
Yeah, I was already linked to the iron, so the moment you added more, it repopulated in my list.
So there's 2 items you would never find to repair on that ship. The detectors. They are in the ground. You have to remove boxes to get to it.
Yeah, I actually ended up changing that in the final model. I put them underneath.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a you problem, bro.
Oh, whoops. Locked my ult in my own ship.
Wait, what? You didn't share
I'll
it with
have
your
it.
alt?
No. As I don't have an RDMS policy set up for that ship.
I see you something. What's this? What's this? What's this I found? Why is this skidsing out? Alright. Looks good to me. I'm going back to Simeon.
Alright.
That just cost you a 10% discount on my next ship purchase. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, what? That's my
Just
cut.
screwing with him.
What?
10%,
Ooh,
that's
let's
my
see.
cut. What?
Exactly.
Damn.
Log out.
I see how it is.
That'll cost you 24,000 Elmanite and 10,000 Columbite. Thank you very
Gold
much.
ore refining. Gold. Oh, okay.
I'm in a hell. I'm in a hell.
It takes so long to place a single landing pad.
It's so annoying that they don't let you place bigger volumes of squares.
Yeah. I mean, in some respects, I understand why, because then you got idiots making these massive castles in the snow with multiple cores. But at the same time, those idiots need love too.
Serapis, I'm gonna go link to one of your container hubs down below for grabbing everything.
For grabbing everything?
Yeah, because I
To
pick
put it on the
everything up
same
before
location?
I put it back down.
Oh, okay.
So that way I don't forget anything.
There's a parts container down there. You can link to that one. It's got tons of room in it.
Excuse me.
If you're looking at the back wall with all the large containers on it, when you're looking
got
at
it.
Okay.
You know, Serapis, what you could do with that top part is you could have specialized industry there.
Yeah, I could actually make that the warp cell production line.
You read my mind. I was just thinking warp cell production right there.
But that would require me getting a whole lot more gear.
Warp cells don't take that much depending on what the output you want per day is.
Well, I would do my best to help supply what parts I could in my tiny factory with all my new stuff. If someone would deliver my shipment. No passive aggression at all.
So I have discovered there's only one problem with streaming. And I said this last night. For some reason, the people that enjoy watching me come out in the middle of the night when I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah?
Maybe they're coming here to listen to my voice put them to sleep. I don't know.
Probably.
Nah, that's shams, man. That dude's got a soothing voice.
I was more referring to the fact of it being boring. But yeah, okay.
I know, and I was choosing to ignore it because I don't think you're boring.
Did you guys say that you're north of the main markets?
Yes.
Yeah, directly north. If you look at
I can fly there
if you look at the map,
ship.
look at my stream real quick.
You can also VR in if you don't want to bother to fly.
Fuck that, man. I'll show you my little simple ship.
Heck yeah, bro.
Remember the Boundless, the ship I showed you?
Yeah.
That they did not want to sell.
Oh,
I guess they did sell it to maybe only one guy. So now he's like he referred him to me because the guy is like, hey, I only got this stuff out of it. Do you want to buy it? He got, I guess it doesn't have an AGG on it, but he got 5 pulsars, a large railgun, and an XL space engine. So it looks like 2 people.
Wonder why he'd go for all the weapons at this point in the game, you know?
I think they're worth decent. I don't know how much a large railgun is. Okay, what price? Hunting for it.
Prudent planning.
Yeah. It's just out of like if there's a large ship in front of you, right now, building the ships and anything related to mining is kind of like the go-to moneymaker. Buying weapons when there's really not much PvP going on is kind of...
No, there's a good PvP market.
Well, compared to the mining and travel and shipbuilding market, though, it's not.
It's more lucrative though because everyone's in those other markets. So you have better opportunity to make better profit.
Yeah, I guess that's a thing.
I like cake.
Okay, the first core is now placed. And has a top.
I prefer topless.
Whose house has the girl party?
Oh, that was Will's.
Cerebus, I'm gonna kill you.
The
What?
Thanksgiving girl
You're
party.
maneuvering the ship while I'm picking stuff up.
Oh. Sorry.
No, they're just being really loud upstairs.
While trying to give you hugs.
What is it? The kids and your wife and like a bunch of other friends, or what? Just a whole bunch of freaking people.
Oh no, I think they got him.
They got him. They got him. He's dead, Jim.
Military engines. No. What's the one that's better on fuel economy? Maneuver.
Freight is better on fuel.
Freight
economy.
engines.
It's also slow as fuck to start up.
Let me get me some of them big boys.
Railguns are pretty decent, about 800k. How many are there is the question.
Well, I guess the smart thing about maybe grabbing those is they probably have a higher value and a smaller volume, right? So that would be the reason to grab them, I guess.
Ah, crap. I did that.
This top speed is shit. I'm gonna have to fix that.
On what, your little mini speeder?
Yep. I didn't have a lot of. Yeah, I'm gonna get some engines. I'll get fucking whatever the military. It's just little engines.
Just grab some mediums or
Medium. These are mediums.
Yes.
I only have 2 on it though. The whole point was to, I don't know, be the opposite of a hauler, which is spammed with fucking all kinds of elements. Well, and working on the wings.
what you want to do is maybe take a look at Serapus's compy runner, because that thing is fast for the size of it.
Serapis, everything's boosted.
Thank you so much, buddy. I do appreciate it.
All intent and purposes, this is a pocket ship. Well, actually, no, you can't have ammo engines on a pocket ship, right?
Atmo, yeah. You can't have containers in a pocket ship.
Right.
I'll be on tomorrow to go back to Ion. I'm just gonna head to sleep now. It's getting late.
No problem, dude.
See you,
have a good
Sniper.
night.
See ya.
You wanted 3.5 mil. I said okay. I'll take it for 3. I said okay. So I guess we're going to another wreck.
Okay.
What I learned in the last 48 hours. When you're flying a third person, hold shift and scroll the mouse wheel zooms in and out. Huh. Who would have known that? In addition to that, double click and hold control selects everything in a container.
Yeah.
After fucking 30 days, I finally found out.
What about selects everything in a container? Say that again?
Double click and hold control and double click will select all elements in a container.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like I feel now. Oh my god.
Wish I'd have known that, because I've been dragging every single item one at a time.
Always good to mention these things because I was like, oh my god.
Well,
And I
that's
said
one of
what
the
you
things
said.
I wish they just had what, like, in Arc, if you know the inventory window in Arc, you just push T and it automatically transfers whatever you're mousing over.
I've had a few people ask in stream a couple nights, How do you name an element? Right click on it and you'll see the option to rename element.
See, I was so mad yesterday when I found that out. I was so angry. I was like, how did I not know this was a thing?
But
Yeah,
you
it's
have to
very
be in
helpful for certain.
Will, you have to be in build mode to do that.
It's so useful though for industry purposes.
Simple, flat, slick fucking Delta wings. 2 weeks ago, I thought it was some achievement that it takes hours, but you just a couple things and click, 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 and there you go.
Okay, Rocky, this landing platform over here, I did with the voxels up high enough to place ships on it. So, the one I'm placing right now,
You're saying it's ready for a ship?
it's got enough space for a couple of ships on it. But saying was, it's the one I'm building right now is actually got a high enough cube to where you can place ships on it.
Yeah. Okay. I just need some voxels, and I should have every part needed.
They're in the parts container, so
Okay. I don't think I can place it as the org, not on this account.
I can add. Does that character have an extra org slot?
No.
Gotcha. Well, place them as whatever you want to. Okay.
Okay.
I could make an. Oh no, he doesn't have extra org slots.
Yeah,
Never mind.
he can't be in another org. I have 5 orgs.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
All mine are open on both accounts, so I could join in, or make one for chief.
I think I do have a slot.
Let me know and I'll send you an invite to the org. I'll have to snipe a message to make sure he votes and make sure Leggett, because he's the only other person in the org.
Oh no, I have 5. I was seeing 4 when I opened my RDMS, but
Got my hopes up.
dang.
It's okay.
Oh, I have money. I could make an org myself now.
Do it now.
I'm excited.
I'll just place it under mine and give you full rights.
He's in your castle, stealing all your ships, yo.
Should we start with the bigger ships?
It's up to you. I mean, it's really up to you.
We're gonna have a lot of landing pads to fill.
Yeah, well, the Raptor's the one that gets the most requests. Everybody likes the Raptor, so.
I want it.
I still don't know. I gotta figure out the pricing on them.
What was that, Gunner?
Mhm.
Wife alert.
Yours is therapist.
She's emerged from the bedroom.
Oh, your wife alert.
She's sidetracked to the bathroom. We're safe.
My wife is out cold. I seriously doubt she's still watching. I don't think she's still watching anyway. I don't know. Let's see.
Is she playing Sims while watching?
No, she's asleep. It's almost midnight. She can.
Love Sims.
Huh?
Girls love Sims.
Well, it's always nice playing God and controlling everything that somebody does. Wait, did I say that out loud?
I'm so glad you said it because I was thinking it. Yeah, women love controlling people, so it's a good game for them. Lol.
Yeah, Will, that's actually especially helpful when you're doing containers in factories, because when you check any kind of assembly line, you can check the containers and it'll tell you the names of them. So you can see what they're connected to versus just container M or container L.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to figure out what size well the one I had was. Apparently, yeah. I was trying to see if I had a large or a medium or a small. Apparently, I had a small.
Oh, just hit H on it. Hold H when you're looking at it, and
I
it'll
need
tell
a
you
medium, so.
what it is.
Go Q&A.
Yeah, anytime you're trying to figure out what something is, just hold H when you're looking at it, and it'll pop up with a little
Ah.
description window and tell you exactly what it is.
So you told me the Compy, Silver Squirrel, and Raptor Light Transport 2 were done, and I had the most updated blueprint.
Yes.
Let's start with those 3.
Need more coffee.
I'll be going to bed for too much longer. I ain't drinking no coffee tonight.
I'm about to start cooking.
Yeah, I gotta heat up some food.
I have
I'm gonna
already.
get some stuff prepped for tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
I did that earlier today.
I did some of it earlier, but I was distracted. I had unexpected company today, so
Oh.
Santa Claus.
yeah. Definitely. Christmas came early. And often.
I may need rights to deploy a dynamic construct on your territory.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Maybe on the
Sure,
landing
sure.
pad cores.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to land more engines on this thing whenever I get there.
All the landing pads that I'm adding are under one of the holding corps, so I can just set it up an
What speed are you
RDMS
doing,
under
bro?
that holding corp.
Embarrassing, I can't tell you.
Alright.
Hold on
What
one
this
sec.
ship is supposed to be. I had some basic ass engines though. I mean, real basic.
Okay, so RDMS. Let's go in here. I think I already have one for Legacy, so set territory rights. That's under me. That should be Rocky or add. Okay, you have it on the thing. Can I copy that from one to another?
All the rights? I don't think from one to another. You can duplicate it right there if you needed to make different changes on another policy.
Oh, that sucks. Dark Moon Alpha. Create.
Oh, the Raptor needs 4 medium containers. That's what I don't have.
I do not have those, but you can go down to the factory and there's that one wall that to the far left in the corner. You can pull them from that far side. Yes, you can. Will, once you place an element, just hold Alt and then click on it and it'll pick it back up.
Alt is the coolest fucking key in this game.
Legacy. What's the name of the corp again?
Legacy Corp.
Yeah, you have a little spawner thingy at Simeon, and I saw it sitting on his pad. I was like, what is this that someone left here? And then Serapis told me it was your spawn pad, and I was like, oh, cool. Thought someone abandoned a core just sitting on his thing, and I was like, what is this from?
Okay, you have access on the tile. I'm working on setting up one for the org. Okay. Dynamic core.
Alright,
Deploy
got 4
item.
mediums.
Far no right. Far me.
Edit. Harvest.
I'm gonna message Toddy and tell him that I'm giving his my
Land territory.
Uber industry deliverer a 1-star review.
I'm just moving a bunch of honeycomb over for now. You're using the silicone mat right now, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to need all of it. I'm not putting any more up tonight.
I just moved 10 grand, 10,000 over. Some glossy. Wood. Oh, great.
Excuse me.
That. Okay, so now I'm coming back up and I'm going to add that to those 2 landing pads, okay?
Alright, the Raptor looks good to deploy. Let me check the other ones. Polished black iron.
Construct, set construct rights, Rocky org, save.
Polished black iron. Got it.
Construct, set construct rights, Rocky org, save. Okay, you have full rights on the tile and both of those 2 constructs, okay?
Okay, the silver squirrel. I asked you about this, but I forgot. 2 safe atmospheric engine large. Do you have a blueprint without that?
No, but I have some in there. So we can place it and then take them off, put the other ones on, and then remake the blueprint.
Okay.
That sound good?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go up top and see if I can place all 3. So far, it looks like I have
Go
everything.
to the northern side landing pad, the one I'm currently placing. It's got a high enough ceiling to place ships.
Okay.
Trying to get it all. This is going to be the last one I put together tonight, so I want to
I
get
thought
it.
you just said you were done.
No, I'm not done. I just set up the rights for it.
North side. Oh man, look at that sky. Wow.
What?
The sky right now.
Yeah, it's kind of relaxing,
That's
isn't it?
nice. Yeah, this side of the building is totally different. It's the lack of lights. Okay, let's start with the Raptor.
Trying to hurry and get this done. Almost done with this.
Let me refresh rights.
Yeah, I set it for your org for Legacy Corp.
Okay, it worked. I had to refresh. Raptor Light Transport 2.
Okay, that's done.
Boom.
Alright. That's it. Only 3k garnerite from that node? That's lame. So small.
Looks like I'm missing something for the silver squirrel, but I got everything for the compy.
What are you missing for the silver squirrel?
I'm about to check after deploying this one now.
Okay. If you need it, it should be down in the container for parts down there.
Okay.
And it won't be too much longer. I'll be going to bed tonight.
6 medium containers.
Okay,
I
this
guess I'll
doesn't.
pull more. That's 2 railgun XS,
For what?
silver squirrel.
Oh, there should be some in the container. Grab them, and then we'll take them off and re-blueprint it.
Okay, in the parts container.
Yeah. There's also going to be ammo box too, probably, and a
10,
radar.
10 stabilizer small. I think that's it.
I have 26 of them in there. There wasn't an ammo
Sweet.
container?
I did not see one. No.
Oh.
Oh, I think it is there. I just
Have
have
it?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever you get a chance, I need a Hella blueprint updated.
Oh. I will do that now. Wait, I might have to relink everything real quick, so just give me a second. I'll make a blueprint, okay?
Oh, no rush.
I do
Okay.
not want to make a blueprint without everything linked unless it automatically linked everything, which I'm really hoping it didn't.
Got the railgun.
Wait, all the links look wrong. Yep, I gotta relink everything.
Did he hop in the pilot seat? That's the only reason it would relink.
No,
it's
it does
on.
do that automatically randomly sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, I did it to mine whenever he optimized it.
10 small, and then 6 medium containers.
I wish there was an option to remove all connections, like right click, cut all connections.
Oh, joke.
Well, at least I added that list of it though. Still gotta do one by one, but you can right click and see the list. Game crashed, yay.
Where are all those connected to then? Connect that to that, connect that.
Most random thing. One of my friends who rarely uses social media just saw pictures of a Halloween party. And I say party, but it was like 5 people. And we did it at the park, because that way it'd be outside. And they were like, they just let you walk around in Texas, like with a bow and arrow and no one says anything? I'm like, yeah, it's a bow and arrow. Before you can shoot them, they'll shoot you with a gun.
Hmm.
No one gives a shit about a bow and arrow.
try to set up RDMS on those so you can get rid of the railguns, the blueprint,
Okay.
and the safe engines as well.
Why can I not connect these?
There's already 10?
No, nothing is connected to it. That's the odd part.
I thought that list shows like 10.
No, it says select. That wasn't removed.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to hurry so we can.
I'm just kind of loading up, taking forever.
This blueprint. Yeah, something's not right here. So I'm going to get everything done, everything else done. That'll only allow. That means that only those things will only be allowed to connect to that particular item.
Right.
This is so
I
irritating.
think I got everything for the next one. I'm gonna respawn up top. Silver Squirrel coming right up.
Roger that.
I don't know if I've seen that. What is that ship? To have you stream it or walk over to it on stream.
Yeah, he's about to. Let me do the RDMS on all that.
That's so weird, but I can link these to it. That makes no sense whatsoever. I can't link the space engines to it, but I can link the vertical boosters to it.
Something else is connected to it and you don't see it or what?
No, they're blinking yellow. That means they need fuel. The only thing they can connect to now is that. So once I get this part done, everything's balanced, I will hop in the pilot seat and it should auto-connect them to that one container.
I recently learned that too. If you hop in the pilot seat, if it doesn't matter to you, auto connects as much stuff as it can, which has been helpful in other circumstances.
It's very good if you only got one tank, one atmosphere, one space.
Yep.
Saves you the trouble of having to mess with it.
Seriously? They're still... Okay, something is not right here.
Can you bring up that location again on the map in the stream?
Yep, no problem. Nice, Rick. You see it?
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, I am here. Now, what am I doing?
You're gonna. Did you re-blueprint it when you were done? The hella?
I gotta fix that fuel tank issue.
Oh, couldn't figure it out. Okay.
Yep.
About to give you build rights and everything you need to fix these up. Get rid of the safe atmospheric. And get rid of the railguns. Probably the ammo box too, right?
Yeah.
I had a dang
Almost
thing
done.
pocket rocket with me, so I'm flying that.
What is that? That is intense looking.
What?
Silver squirrel? I wish you had more lights on your platform so I could see stuff.
Do you need me nearby for rights? I'm gonna go try to. I'm gonna relog and try to do that other engine real quick.
Nope, I just did RDMS right now, so it's done.
Okay. Log out.
Now this is a good size garner, right? No, that's way better.
Ooh.
Dual Universe.
Yeah. When I wake up tomorrow, I'm not gonna have a voice. My wife's gonna be like, "What happened?" Well, I was talking all night. The desert. I was one of the devs I was talking to earlier. She's like, "Are you sure your computer is able to handle the game?" And I'm like, "Yeah." What about your data? I'm like, "Oh yeah, my internet's great." She's like, "Are you positive?" She's like, "What do you have? Like 150 megabit connection?" I'm like, "Oh no, 1 gigabit fiber up down."
Google Fiber.
No, local company.
Nice.
I average ping about 1.2 gigabits per second up and down.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I got 100,000.
Asynchronous 1 gig, one up, one down.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's nice.
Now
I
it's
got gig. My up is 50, I think.
no, it's a local company called eTel,
terrible.
and they've been kind of keeping their company kind of small. It's locally only to this parish, and yeah, they've been really good about it. I gotta give them that. Wait, let me undo that and do that. Okay, where are you at, Rocky? Rocky,
The 3 ships.
come here, come here. Stop dancing.
2 ships. One for the mining and one for the...
Are you connected to something to replace the safe engines?
Yeah. Wait. No. Why am I connected to that? No, everything's... This is not right. This is my parts container. Where is everything?
You
There.
sure that's your parts?
Yeah, there it is. That is so weird. I don't know why it did that.
Yeah, that was weird. All I saw was bars for a moment.
I have militaries. Do you mind if I put militaries on it or no?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Obey or go home.
Okay, so...
I realize we're not going to be able to deploy another Hella or Phoenix.
Safe. Okay, so that's good.
It's AGG.
Okay.
They are cooking. Plus, I think you said the Phoenix is not done. The blueprint that I have is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
How many ships do you have that I've never even seen? Squirrel, Phoenix.
You're about to see. We're getting the showroom ready. It's coming together slowly but surely. Maybe we could put another Raptor down.
I have 6 militaries, so when I put this down, I'll have enough for one more atmospherics.
Appreciate you building my raptor
have-
and then getting it optimized.
I bought a bunch of military, so we're good.
Okay, so there's that one. Raise that back up. Put that back there. Did I do something different? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. That was kind of like that. Okay. Oh, I see what I did differently. Okay.
Do you have 2 compact aileron XS in there?
I should, but you would have to look to see. I'm pretty sure I do.
Oof, I hope you have 4 military space engines, because I don't have.
I told you I do. I have 6 of them in total. I'm using 2, so that gives me.
Of medium space?
Oh, medium?
Medium space military.
I have 4 of them.
Perfect. So I think so far so good. Should be able to put down another one. If you have also 10 small retro brakes.
Actually, I think I do.
More stabilizers. I think that's it. Let me go down there and see what I can do.
Okay, so all I gotta do now is reconnect them to the fuel. Okay, in, out, atmospheric. Okay, so that means I need to go to that. So let's click U, forward. On this ship, each of the larges have their own medium fuel tank. So okay, I'm about to take the guns off of her. Guns are gone. You want to pick up the ammo container because that was yours?
Just throw it in your parts container.
Okay, done.
Okay. So,
So, 7, just so you're wondering, yes, this ship actually has a Han Solo compartment. It's right here for hiding extra small containers in, and it's, you know.
Nice.
And it actually has the fuel script installed.
Oh yeah. Which
Whoa,
ship is that?
right there.
That is the Silver Squirrel.
I've never seen this one before.
Nope, it was demolished before you came around.
Just, are you not personally as big of a fan of it as your Raptor and other ships? Is that why?
Yep, that's pretty much it.
It's not your favorite, therefore it's not out.
Well, that and I use the parts to build other stuff. So.
Yeah, exactly. It'd nice to be able to see it, but it's so damn dark.
It's always dark near the poles. It sucks.
okay, I found the stabilizers we needed. Looking good. Need 10 retro brakes small. or military medium space.
I see
don't
a
have
big
any small
structure at 9 kilometers distance.
If it's
if
on
it's a,
top of a mountain, that's
It
the
is.
one.
if it's a big square, yeah. There you go. Now you can see it.
I also see an AGG platform way up in the sky.
Not us.
Yeah, it's not me. That's way off in the. That's over to the
Neighbors.
northwest of me.
He's slapping down some lights.
So what you think? That's the silver squirrel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, the one Linear has over there is kind of his own mutilation of my ship design.
Yeah. I was gonna say I've seen one very similar to that. Didn't look as good as this one. So I'm assuming you built it and then he got a copy of it and then decided to ruin it.
He went nuts with it.
Yeah, he ruined it. It's appropriate. It is the silver squirrel, so you might as well go nuts.
But yeah,
So I think the only thing we're missing is small retro brakes.
I thought I had some of those.
Small, no.
You need those readout boards on your other ship. That's slick.
Oh,
The sign that says silver squirrel on it. And those fuel things. You need that stuff on the other ones.
Um, if you
We're gonna find out if the
pull
hovers
10
work.
about what?
if you pull 10 of those brakes off of the first Raptor, we can deploy the second one, just so it's already deployed.
Okay, so pull them into
Didn't
my
he
container.
tokenize it? Or not tokenize
Yeah.
it? Didn't he optimize it though? Or are brakes not optimized?
No, Raptor. Wait, where are the? You're talking about the. Wait, where? I don't see. I didn't know there. Oh, the ones on the roof.
And small, yeah. I think it uses
1, 2,
12, but
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
But we only
8,
need
9,
10.
10. Here you go. They're in the container.
I got them. We'll go up and deploy the next one.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, I see you coming in there.
Compy looks cool as shit.
Told you, dude. The compy is the one you want. If you want a fast little like just scoot around the planet ship, you need to get one of those, man.
I already bought enough
I'm
ships
not
to
sure.
get my own. It's all
Oh, the
looks badass though. This is the beginning of mine. It's missing many things, but it has a wing.
Was it 4 medium containers on the Raptor? Or 6?
On the Raptor, 4.
4. Alright, I'm
At
grabbing
some
that.
point,
and then-
Serapis will have to go look at it so we can see it.
Yeah, I've seen this one before the other night.
Which one?
The one you're
the-
moving around. Oh yeah.
Alright, now we should
Wanted
be
to
able
work
deploy.
on my Delta Wing squishy. What is it called? What's
It's a
that?
shame you can't
Smoothies,
paint
smoothies,
elements,
squishy stuff.
man.
Oh my god! Imagine.
They'll have to add it. There's no way. Like at least let us paint the element colors, you know?
Yep.
Like if you won't let us paint blocks, at least let us paint the dang elements.
Okay, so because they're tomorrow, Rocky, I'll get all the signs and everything up. Just let me. I need to know what the prices are for the tokenized version of the ships.
Yep, I will work on that.
Heard there was a heavy industry here.
A heavy industry. That's down in the basement.
They probably tested any S Atmo military engines are there.
Compact
Military
alien.
S Atmo.
I do not have any of those. Sorry.
High demand.
You don't have compact aileron 2?
Oh,
Extra small?
wait, aileron.
You're
Compact.
just like cannibalizing the ships as you place them.
I have compact ailerons and compact aileron XS.
Okay, I'll go down and grab the. I just need 2 of those, and that should be good.
Yeah, I pretty much have all of the ailerons. Yeah, XS compact, small compact, small, medium compact. Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, the Raptor. Yeah, definitely gonna work on some look and feel of this style. I like this lattice work. This one's
So
got fucking
that's to
spikes
look
on
for
it.
a second one.
The Raptor's like the most popular one. Everybody likes the Raptor.
Got the spikes there.
I like the look of the Diablo more, but it just doesn't have the guts that the Raptor does. Like, if I could make the Diablo bigger, I'd prefer a bigger Diablo personally.
Silver spoiler.
You know what's better than a Raptor? Where you at?
What, a Hela
No. Where's he at? Where's he at?
or a Brunhilde?
2 Raptors.
You saw both of them.
No, literally 2. It's loading in right now. There we go.
Look over your head.
Over my head. Oh,
Hey,
shoot.
you won't be getting to do that tomorrow.
Well, 3
Or
Raptors.
whenever.
Shit,
Not tomorrow.
Raptors. Let's count on count, by the way.
I'll
Yeah.
let you place it.
Watch
You're gonna have to,
every fucking day of my life.
you're gonna have to, fly those ships as soon as this update goes through.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah.
Wraith.
No.
Badass, dude.
Which one?
Wraith, I guess. No, Hela 2. Hela 2.
So I think you would already have RDMS because it's the same exact name.
No,
No.
it's per core.
So it just didn't create a new tag.
The frame style is very popular. I just did a transport ship. This metal is a cool as shit color. What is this?
Silicon matte.
Silicon matte. It looks so fucking cool.
It's actually a little bit lighter than aluminum too.
Wow. It looks fucking nice. It looks so nice. I mean, the Raptor is awesome design, but the silicon matte is the fucking cherry on the top.
Alright. Did you get an
Stop
updated
blowing
blueprint?
up my phone.
Squirrel, I think.
Oh,
I think it was a squirrel. That one had the safe.
yeah.
Don't fall off the
endings.
edge.
Okay, I'm gonna grade these two. You put them in your direct inventory so they don't get mixed up. Where are you at?
Somebody
Right here.
falling off the edge.
I'm gonna make sure that I don't have another one in my.
Oh wait, that's gotta be a bug.
Okay.
Wraith light transport. Yes, nice.
Yeah, that's another one I'm working on right now.
Love this.
Okay. Is there anything else we needed to change or update or anything?
Did one of my ships fall off the edge?
Yeah, he told you. He was trying to warn you that one of the ships is falling, bro.
Oh yeah, it was because it was being stupid.
Boom.
Did it get damaged?
No. This is actually my ship that I fly too.
Yoda.
Everything's invisible in my link container now too.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot talk tonight.
Oh, no.
no.
There's
Oh.
a ship.
I heard a boom.
Yep, the Diablo went up.
Oh, yeah, well.
Literally, who said that? That scraps for an hour later. Is that you, Seven?
Yep. You
There's
didn't
a
believe believe me, bro?
Under the castle.
What the hell
Gravity
broke?
stronger here.
Even the silicon stuff. or,
It's usually you just take damage on the outer wings. It's probably fine. The back
Oh,
wings are the
it's
front
the adjusters right here.
Yeah, it's always the back wings or the front adjusters, and everything else is usually totally fine.
silicon, man. Oh wait, that's right. Silicon is tier 1. Derp.
Yep. So it's really cheap to make too.
I don't know why.
And it looks nice.
It fucking looks awesome, dude. Dude, this man, this looks good. You got the frame design thing going, which is just awesome in itself because of all the different shape contrast, shadow contrast, everything all mixed up into one thing.
If daytime ever hits, it looks even better. But
Well,
apparently, there's no fucking daytime in this game.
every one of the ships the hulls are designed to allow you to freely.
Fucking see what's going on.
Well, not just that, allow you to freely rearrange components for your needs.
Yeah, that too, for sure. Definitely, man. You've seen Red Light stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I don't know. Red Light made the Endo, which was an open frame design. But I don't know if the rest of the ships are like that. These are fucking a whole nother level.
And also, by doing it this way, it's a lot less mass in voxels.
Yeah, the mass. I mean, not even like on purpose for the mass, but it's the ability to see everything and to move things
It makes your
around.
pairing 100 times easier, because when people stuff
Oh,
components inside of other things, then you can't get to them to repair them.
That's irritating. Okay, so tomorrow I will get the showroom completely set up.
Oh, is there a thing tomorrow for Thanksgiving?
I'll be streaming tomorrow night at 9 p.m., yeah.
No, I mean, showroom specific for show. Oh, you guys sell stuff, right?
Yeah. All of these ships are available via token or via blueprint, except for my personal ones.
Not if there's not a price. No, I'm just playing.
So,
I'm just teasing.
Alright, I'm gonna go put your honeycomb back.
The price depends on what car you're driving.
yeah, the Raptor blueprint is 1.5. The Diablo blueprint is 300.
Surface.
Yeah.
I made this wing today. It's my first. What is it? Smooth Delta style wing.
Voxelmancy.
Yeah. One of the guys showed me how to do it without killing yourself, and I was shocked to find out it was so fucking easy.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah. Of course, the wings are 2 pieces each, so a total of 4 pieces here.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
How in the hell?
You know the chef, the German chef.
Yeah.
How the hell do you do that?
He showed. He showed me. Take like a second. He's like, well, if you're doing area smoothing, you don't want a particular part to do any smoothing. When you outline it with the tool, make sure that the edge of the outline is sitting right on that part that you don't want to smooth. And I was like, motherfucker, that's all it is to keep one side flat or unaffected by the smooth. Like, yep. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. So,
is there a how-to video on this? Because that is clean.
There actually are several.
I couldn't believe it. He's like, yeah, you go click here, and you can see these. Was Surface still here?
Yep.
You see these? There's nubbies above me that I didn't take off because I actually kind of liked them. Where are you? Oh, well, you're probably busy. These nubbies right above my head. These little black carbon things coming out of the window, out of the wing.
The little tips.
Oh yeah.
Those little ticks are part of the form when you're surrounding the voxels.
I wouldn't have realized that wasn't intentional until you pointed it out.
You have to figure out a way to make sure that you can. The part that you want to smooth needs to have the area selection one above it or below or whatever. It just needs to exceed you have to exceed the surface you want to smooth by 1. And so sometimes the only way to do that is to place a placeholder, and you can't do control fucking mouse wheel. Well, you can in certain circumstances, of course. But anyways, so he's like, yeah. The chef is like, yo, take a look at this. Puts a triangle down, and he goes slip, 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 and he goes click, 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 and he goes flat wing. I'm like, oh my god, fucking took like 30 seconds.
Yep.
What's the status on the Diablo? Because I have a blueprint and I have most of it.
The Diablo will work,
I-
but it's a very light transport. But it does work. It's a starter ship.
It's
That was
yeah. I
awesome.
would think that should sell a lot because it's cheap and easy to make and great for newer people.
The only thing I was going to do on the Diablo was maybe split up the large engines on the back and put a second one.
Holy crap! Look who's alive!
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Linear.
I'm just getting ready to start throwing my turkey in the smoker here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm actually about to get up and turn on the stove.
I'm about to take my butt to bed because I got to get up at 5 a.m. and put on a turkey.
Well, my turkey, like I'm smoking it on my smoker outside, so and it's a
I'm gonna come steal it.
it's a 20-pound bird, so I figured that's gonna be about 10 hours. Give or take a bit.
I'm gonna come take your smoked turkey.
Well, we are doing a fried turkey,
About
so it'll
halfway
take a
through the
very
night.
small amount of time.
You're only like 20 minutes away, bro.
I know.
I'm gonna swing by,
But,
just grab it about halfway done, and then finish it off in the oven. It'll have that smoked taste, juicy inside. Tastes like free.
Now you can't do that, then you'll have his daughter on you like white on rice.
Oh, she'd fucking kill you.
Yeah, it's not linear. I'm worried about.
Scarlet's the main one.
I'll
Hey.
be right back.
Are you deploying the one without the warp?
I could do either or. I'll be right back.
You might as well deploy the non-warp to advertise selling it as a new player ship.
So what's new?
Shipyard.
You know he
Uh,
moved to Elioth, right?
Did you move everything to Alioth?
Yep.
He gone. Your ship is sitting on an empty
Well,
spot.
Landing pad is still there.
Yeah, but
Well-
it's empty. There ain't nothing in it.
Well, may you rest in peace. I apologize.
Why? I haven't had any issues.
Alioth sucks, man. I hate Alioth.
I came here so I could make money.
Bunch
Yeah.
of space junk in Alien.
It's always lag.
I'm gonna start scavenging your ship for parts if you don't play.
Okay, so I got 3 Raptors on display. One's mine, 2 are for sale.
So what happened to Nova?
He,
He's playing.
I don't know where he moved to. He's been having issues with wrecking nonstop.
Yeah,
Oh.
every day I log in, he's wrecked like 3 times.
Did he go to Alioth?
No.
No, I think he's on
Oh.
Ion.
I think whenever I get on my Christmas break coming up soon, I'm gonna actually start building a space station.
You gotta log in to do that, bro.
Dude, right now I'm working on my school. I got
Yeah.
2 weeks of class left.
That's fair, man. Good on you for keeping it up. You're at least logging in for your daily login stuff, right?
I
hope-
do from time to time. It's 100K. I'm not really too worried about 100K.
For some reason, every time you use the inventory, stuff disappears. Like it just glitches out.
Amazon Web Services is having a lot of problems right now. They've been experiencing an outage for the last day and a half. So,
Wow, that's a big deal.
yeah, considering that Dual Universe uses entirely Amazon Web Services.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Garner, right? Nodes coming in hot, boys.
Their
Nice
database
big
their
chunks
database is
tonight.
probably having performance issues.
I wonder why. I wonder what's causing it.
I'm back.
I don't
Hey,
know. They had a
Rocky,
Amazon had a big web
Yep,
service
come
failure.
check out the Raptor display.
Oh, give me
Ooh.
alt tab back over so I can see. Show us the goodies. Oh yeah, that looks nice.
So what'd you do? Grab a section right by one of the marketplaces?
No, I'm on a mountain.
Say what?
I'm on a mountain. Halfway
He's up
between the
north.
cave that we used to live in and the markets.
You didn't go back to that place that we turned into Swiss cheese, did you?
No.
Like, holy crap, that whole area, like right there where fucking Chaos of them turned all that into just
Stop
massive.
messaging me. Sorry.
They turned that all into like this massive Swiss cheese. It was terrible.
Who's messaging you, pesky customers?
No, well, I mean, maybe, but no.
It's
Oh,
not the
thanks.
time to message you.
Dude, when I'm gaming, I don't want to be bothered for nothing.
Can you? You're still linked to the parts, right?
So are
Me?
you
Yeah.
still are you doing that customer service stuff?
Grab 2 basic
Who are you
space
talking to,
engine.
bro?
You?
Grab-
No, not right, not yet.
Grab what,
Oh, yeah.
Rocky?
2 basic space engine
I have to get
XS.
on it though. Like,
And trade them with
I
you?
promised myself I'm gonna do something more after Thanksgiving. I'm gonna get more active
Make
on the job search.
Guys, hold on a second. What, Rocky?
I'm making sure there's nothing else. No, that's it. Good trade.
Okay, 2 what size?
Extra small.
I don't see extra small.
Shit.
I thought I had extra small. Let me... I'm having
It might have
issues.
got put onto something.
I've
I mean,
been...
you have
no,
spawned like 5 ships.
container parts are... The container contents are messing up because 2 people were accessing it for some reason. It's having an issue.
Well, not to mention having some major database issues right now.
Wait, what? I have 22 of them. How is it not?
You might need to
Oh my
relog.
total. Oh, this shit uses 24 of them.
Really?
The Diablo.
Directionals, yeah.
That's the only thing I'm missing to deploy it.
I'm relogging right now, trying to check the container.
So we just need small space breaks to replace on one of the Raptors, right? That's it.
Oh, I have 24 of them in there. How many did you need of the excess?
2 more.
Where are you at?
Don't move.
You gotta build some of those little booths to go right next to your ships where you can just automatically buy the blueprints. You know what I'm talking about? The ones you see at the market?
They don't work.
Really?
Yeah.
Sucks. Didn't you get some blueprints that way though?
It's only from the only ones that work are the ones that are placed by the admins.
Yeah, that blows. That's a shame.
Alright, I did it with the warp because you can always remove it if they don't want it. So I'll have to get a price with and without.
Getting that garner right.
Did you see it? I deployed it over here.
Yep, I saw it.
Wherever you want it.
Over here by the other one, I guess.
By you?
Yeah, see, there's one right here too.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
This is mine. I was figured I'd put my ships out here so it kind of fills up the showroom a little bit, you know.
Gonna go buy my little baby military engines.
Nice, man.
Ooh, it is almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, everybody watching the stream, I'm sorry to have to do this, but it is that time of night where I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. I'll be back online tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central U.S. time. That's 6 hours ahead of the UK for anybody not in the U.S. Or 6 hours behind the UK. 6 hours behind the UK. Sorry. Y'all have a great night and have a happy Thanksgiving for those in the States. Everybody take care and be safe. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Later.